fill me up, speed it up. Tell me, did you eat enough? I ain't get the message if you call. Got me anytime that you want. I got my feelings involved. Where you been? Baby, I've been up since 10, trying to pretend that I don't wanna do it again, that I don't wanna do it again. Where you been? Baby, I've been up since 10, trying to pretend that I don't wanna do it again, that I don't wanna do it again. I get the feeling you don't know what to do. The opportunity is waiting on you. Who much is given, I expect something new. Read my mind, baby, we like guys, yeah. Dressing me down, trying to fill me up, yeah. Speed it up, tell me, did you eat enough? I ain't get the message if you call. Got me anytime that you want. I got my feelings involved. Where you been? Tell me where you been. Baby, I've been up since 10. That I don't wanna do it again. That I don't wanna do it again. Oh, baby, tell me where you been. Where you been? 'Cause I've been baby, I've been up since 10. Trying to pretend that I don't wanna do it again. That I don't wanna do it again. Oh, baby, tell me where you been. Ooh, 'cause I've been up since 10. That I don't wanna do it again. No. Where you been? Don't wanna do it again. That I don't wanna do it again. Oh, baby, tell me where you been, baby. That I don't wanna do it again. No.
I don't wanna be the one to by the gun when shit get that way. Must be a sad day. It's only about 8 past 8. Phone off, but we heard that ring. I don't wanna be the one to by the gun when shit get that way. Must be a sad day. It's only about 8 past 8. Phone off, but we heard that ring. Have we heard from Frank? Have we heard from Frank?
Yeah, people that's in the chat, welcome in. Happy Friday. I know it's not a normal stream day. We're doing a makeup stream because I missed yesterday. I had some stuff to do. So, if you want to send your music in, all you got to do is hit !submit, !skip in the chat, and that's going to tell you how to submit your music for tonight's stream. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to new music, giving feedback. We'll probably talk about some music industry news and some other things too. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. It's definitely a lighter queue tonight, so if you do want to guarantee get played on stream today, it's a really, really good day to do it. If not, we'll do a bunch of free skips. It's really up to you guys. But I know this is like not a regular day, so.
But nigga ain't faking me. You better take in a plea. You still got the Fifth Amendment, yet you waiting to speak. Capiche? You gonna say the wrong thing.
If you're in the chat, let us know how your week's going. Let us know what you've been listening to today. What are you excited about? We'll get started here very shortly. But in the meantime, make sure you submit your music if you haven't. Like I said, the queue is not the longest queue today, so definitely a great time to get bumped up and get into our paid skip queue if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today. If not, it's all good. We're definitely going to get through some free skips as well. Zeno, what's going on, man? Welcome into the chat. It's great to have you for the first time. If you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from as well. Hey, let's turn the camera on, man. What's up? What's up? How you doing? If you're in the chat, how's it going? Make sure you submit your music if you have not already. We'll get started here shortly. If you're with us on TikTok, just go to nero.fam/KayvanMD if you want to submit your music for tonight's stream. We've got a shorter queue than usual. Lourdes, you're over here. got a shorter queue than usual, so if you want to submit, this is definitely a good day to do it. If you want to do paid skip, which will guarantee you get played on stream, and it is cheaper than literally everybody else's paid skips, you can do that as well. It's $5, $10, or $25 if you want to get bumped up to the very, very top spot. But if you don't do that every 5 paid skips, or whenever we get done with paid skips, we're going to do free skips at random using the spinning wheel on Nero. So it's up to you. Whatever you want to do, there's options. We're not here strictly just to tell you to pay us to play your music. And just so you know, if you do pay to play your music, you'll get played all the way through in entirety, and we will give really constructive feedback regardless of how we feel about the song. So let us know what you think in the chat. I see a little comment from Bud over on the YouTube chat as well. Welcome in for the first time. Well, I know it's not the first time, but welcome back. If you guys are in the chat and you want to send some music in, like I said, !submit. If you're on Twitch and YouTube, !skip. If you want to learn how to join the paid skip queue, which is not expensive and is a great way to guarantee you get played on stream today. And if you're with us on TikTok, you got to go to nero.fam/KayvanMD if you want to submit your music. We're going to get started here in a second. I guess I'll hold the announcement that I had for next week then, probably. Just so people see it. So the community sees it. Because otherwise they're not going to see it. But send your music in. Let's get into some music, man. We found some great songs on the stream so far this year. 129 songs saved so far this year from the stream. Quite a few pieces of content made about the songs we have found. And we haven't even done as many streams as usual. So if you are in the chat, send your music in. Tell your friends to come hang out. Tell them to send some music in. Send them music in. I'm really down to listen to anything. Today's my last day of Genius, so I've had a bit of a weird day, but I did make my last Genius New Music Friday playlist today, which included the new releases from Lady Gaga and Doechii from the Devil Wears Prada 2 soundtrack. Kalani, Missy Elliott, Back and Forth, which is really good. That was probably one of my favorite ones of the day. Teddy Swim's Mr. Know-It-All, solid release. DJ Khaled, Future Lil Baby, one of them. That's the first single from DJ Khaled's upcoming project, which I don't know when it's coming, but in the near future, I think it's the first single, right? Holly Humstone's project dropped today. That was really good. Momo Boy dropped. That was also a really good song. Nicole Hahn, one of my artists, dropped her EP today called There's Magic in This Room, so go check that out if you haven't. That is the announcement, GG or Z. I can tell you guys. I mean, you're in here, so I'll tell you what's going on. But yeah, I start my next job on Monday, which is really exciting. I guess I'll just do this. I'm going to end up doing this multiple times because I'm going to have to do this shit on social as well. So, for everybody who's in the chat, I'm really excited about what I'm doing next. And Devious, welcome back. Welcome back. It's great to have you. So, like I said, today's my last day at Genius. It's been a really, really long 9 years of my career. I've done a bunch of really incredible things. In my time at Genius in the Artist Relations Department, I've interviewed hundreds of artists, probably like over 400 or 500 interviews in that time period across all of our different content series. My interviews have racked up like over 800 million views, which is so crazy to think about. And yeah, I've just been a big part of this whole thing. So it's been, it's a very bittersweet day for me. I love my boss. He's one of the best people I've ever met. And so, yeah, that is, I'm wrapping up my time. You guys are going to see me post about it on social, too, in the next couple of days. It was really hard for me to, figure out what I wanted to say. No, I haven't announced it yet. Actually, the first announcement is that I'm leaving Genius today. And today is my last day at Genius, and it has been an incredible run. But for everybody in the chat who's asking, what's next? That's what I'm really excited about, honestly. So, if you guys have seen the most recent rollout of The Fall Off by J. Cole, you might know a little bit about this platform already, but I am moving to another platform where I get to work with artists a little bit more hands-on and really help them monetize from their art and from their music and from their releases. Do a bunch of different things, bonus tracks, merch, exclusive events, all kinds of things like that. So yeah, my next role is going to be, and some of you have definitely got some good guesses, but yeah, my next role is going to be Senior Artist Relations Director at Genius, or at Even, sorry, not at Genius. So, for everybody who's in the chat, yes, I am going to Even. I am very excited about it. I start next Monday. and it's gonna be hype. I can't wait to work with artists this way. Especially like, you know, distro is like a huge part of what I did at Genius over the last couple of years. I really loved it. I really loved working with artists in that way. But there's obviously also like a huge hole in how artists are earning when we think about streaming. And so I'm excited to move into a space that's really helping artists get back to working with their fan bases, connecting with their fan bases, and making money, man. Honestly, so yeah, I'm really excited. Nicholas said, "Oh man, such a quick turnaround, but also must be great to be part of the next stage." I agree. Very excited about being part of that next stage as well. How do you get into this field? I've been working in artist relations for 10 years. I was an artist myself. I mean, I guess for you, because you're a news center, I'll give you the whole rundown, man. So for me, I started as an artist. I do what you guys do. I was a rapper from like the age of like 13 years old until the age of like 21, basically. Fell out with the people I was working with when I got to college, and didn't really. Has it been 15 years? Why does everybody keep saying 15 years? Has it really been 15 years? I keep saying 9. I guess 15. Oh yeah, fuck. I guess 15 because I was a music blogger as well. But yeah, I was a rapper first, and then I started learning how to do everything else. So I learned how to produce. I wanted to learn about how to do the business side of things because I fell out with my manager at the time, and I was like, all right, like I gotta figure out how to like make this shit work and like turn it into a business. So I did that. Graduated college, worked at CAA as an agent's assistant in country touring, which was not really what I wanted to, but it was a really great experience in learning about the music industry and how everything works on the inside of it. I was working with managers a lot. At that time, I also started working for a music blog called Good Music All Day. I started doing like a Friday segment called Fresh Picks Fridays, which later turned into a Fresh Picks playlist, which I kept going for a while. Yeah, bro, like I did that for a couple years, like was a music blogger, threw shows in Nashville, worked with a bunch of like local artists, local rappers, things like that. And over time, just kind of started expanding my network beyond just artists in Nashville and really focusing on building with the labels and stuff like that. Built like my own network of you know, digital reps and PR reps and stuff like that were sending me things. I was covering music. I was finding stuff early, supporting stuff early, and then seeing it kind of get bigger and blow up a little bit more, which is really cool. Met my boss, Rob, or my ex-boss, Rob, back in 2016, I think it was. And then after that, he gave me a chance. So I started as artist relations associate, and for the last 9 years, I've been a Genius doing all kinds of interviews and things like that. But truly, it was just like being out there, connecting with artists, supporting artists, figuring out. I mean, one, trusting my gut when it comes to taste. Like that's always been my biggest thing. Is I believe in my ear and what I listen to and what I think is what other people will like and what I like, and that is a big thing about it. You know, it's just like kind of curating your own taste and being able to share that with the world. But yeah, I get the shit. I've been a classical violinist since I was like 7, so like my whole life has been really about music, and so it's been kind of pivoting from thing to thing, and now I've ended up in this place where I get to work with artists and help them make money, which is really cool. So I'm really excited about it. I start next week. I'm planning on hitting the ground running, but for anybody out there who's thinking about putting music out, I would highly encourage. I've been talking about this on stream probably for the last like year plus anyway, about how direct to consumer is really kind of the future of music, and definitely the future of earning in music, in my opinion. This is not just me trying to pitch you guys using Even, but I do think like as an artist, it's something you really gotta seriously think about, right? It's like, if you think about it cyclically, like this is the way the labels made money before, and streaming, though it's kind of lowered the barriers for entry for a lot of people and has also increased music discovery and the ability for artists to really blow up is cool. But now where we're at is a place where streaming doesn't pay that well and artists can't really earn a living off of it. And if you can figure out how to serve your fan base, connect with your community, and monetize that community in a way that feels good to you and also brings value to them, you can really actually have like a way better kind of like financial look at things, right? Like Nicholas is saying in the chat, you can have 100,000, 10,000 people streaming music and get so little for it, but if they buy some form of merch, they can actually really help an artist reinvest in themselves, which is the other thing that I love about it. The idea of creating an ecosystem and a business where you can fund yourself with what you're making from the fans that you have, even if it is a smaller sample size of fans than like 1 million monthly listeners or whatever. And the other thing I really like about this is we are actually seeing it. It's not a replacement for DSPs. It's not a replacement for the streaming system. It is an addition to, and is something that will help you actually do better on those platforms as well, while also earning more, before that even comes out. So I'm really excited about like the ideas I have and what I'm planning on bringing to the table at least, which is going to be really, really tight. So I'm excited, man. Thank you for everybody in the chat who's saying stuff. But yeah, that's my big announcement. That is the next move for me. I'll be starting at Even. I'll be working with artists and helping you guys make money. So you're definitely going to hear me talk about it a lot more. The streams are going to keep going. The community's still going to be there. We're still going to be doing content, all other kinds of things as well. But yeah, man, I'm hyped. I'm excited. They say 600,000 monthly listeners to make minimum wage. Yeah, that's awful. You know what I mean? Like the conversion I keep making, and I hear a lot of people make this about D2C shit in general, right? Is 1 million streams on a song is really only about $3,000 from streaming, right? That's on Spotify at their royalty rate. That's before splits come off top. That's gross, right? The flip side of that is if you sell 100 albums at $30, you've already made that $3,000 back. So the difference between 100 people and 1 million people is a fucking shitload of people, if we're being completely honest. So I'm very excited. I'm really excited to just be working with artists in this way. And yeah, the UMG deal partnership, which is not UMG buying Even, but is them coming on as a partner, especially, well, Even coming on as a partner to work with Universal is going to be a really, really exciting thing too. So yeah, I'm hyped. I'm really, really excited. It is bittersweet to close one chapter, but look, I'm not going to lie, 9 years in one place. Very excited to be doing something different and facing new challenges and thinking about new ways that I can work with artists. And hopefully it's going to help me learn more to help you guys learn more as well. So I'm really hyped. So thank you everybody in the chat. For everybody who's new in here, has no idea what we're doing. Like, this dude's just been talking the whole fucking time. This is not what we generally do. We have a whole music review feedback system that we do here every Monday and Thursday. Usually Thursday, today Friday, because I had, my end of work drinks yesterday. Every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8, we listen to your music, we give feedback, we playlist songs, I follow artists, and it's really about creating a system around artists where you guys can get like actionable, constructive feedback in a respectful way about your art from other people who do it. So it's not just about my feedback. If you are in the chat, you are listening to these songs, please let us know what you think of the songs as well. It's entirely about us as a community helping artists figure out how they can grow and develop. So if you have any music industry questions, feel free to ask. I've been managing artists for over 10 years at this point as well. So I've done a little bit of everything, just purely out of the nature of loving this and trying to do new things. But I've also, for the last 3 years, been running a distro company. So I also do DSP, curator pitching. I've done PR. I've been like a lawyer, not really actually like a lawyer, but I've had to do all the legal work for my artists. So I'm always like, I've been a lawyer a little bit as well. So if you have any questions at all that you want to ask about anything, feel free to ask in the chat. Because our queue is a little bit lighter on the paid skips and just the regular submissions today than usual, because we're at off day, you can totally ask whatever questions you want. I'll probably yap a little bit more today than I usually do, unless we get a shitload of songs get sent in. If you want to submit, it's always free to submit. If you do want to skip the queue and guarantee you get played on stream, you can do that as well. Nicholas says, it feels like I've been in here a year or so when I can make it. Bro, it's so good. I have such a good time doing this. And I think there's things that I want to do to improve here as well. Like, we're going to start trying the stage thing probably next week. I just want to make sure that I get people's consent before I'm like trying to bring them into the stream, just because I know everyone's situations are different as well. So you'll kind of see the submission form next week have an additional piece in here about whether or not you're okay with being brought onto stream while we're streaming. Because there will be that opportunity to bring people up onto, the Nero stage, bring them onto the stream. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, so I've got to probably fuck around with it and see what it looks like visually as well, just so I can make it make sense. But the goal is to start bringing some of you guys on a stream so we can talk to each other face to face as well. And it's like less of this like thing where I'm here and you guys are just behind the keyboard. So I'm really excited about that feature that Nero just built in called Nero Stage. You guys are definitely going to see me starting to use that a little bit more, especially going into next week. Though I will also only be streaming next Monday, because on Thursday I'll be at Coachella. So I'm not going to be able to stream Thursday or the following Monday. The schedule is going to be a little shifty as I figure out this new work situation. So just keep your eyes open for announcements in the Discord and on socials as well about stream days. But for right now, next Monday we'll have stream. Probably the following Tuesday or something like that. It's going to be a bit weird for like the next week or so. Anyway, submit your music. It's always free. Every 5 paid skips, we'll do a free skip at random. I know this is a lot of information. It's just what it is. It just is what it is. All right, so let's get into some songs. Like I said, we'll be saving and playlisting songs to the songs we found on live stream playlist. And if you haven't followed us on Kayvan's House yet, I should just do this before we get started. Make sure you go follow us there too. Lots of cool opportunities, lots of announcements that happen there about what happens in the stream, but also in the Discord. So this week, we got a songs from the comments piece of content that went up. If you have new songs you want to submit for this content series and playlist, just go put them in the comments. I'll listen to every single one of those songs myself. We just announced our Discord Q&A schedule. So every month we have free Q&As in the Discord server as well with music industry professionals. This month we have Janelle Henry from Two Lost. She's one of the product managers there, but she's also been across like a bunch of really huge projects. She's managed a bunch of artists in the past as well. So she has a wealth of knowledge and experience for you guys to learn from and ask questions about. And then we also have Joe Gar, or Gare. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but Joe is one of the co-founders of Promoting Sounds, the record label, but the YouTube channel. So you guys probably know what Promoting Sounds is. One of the biggest and arguably one of the better music curation YouTube channels over the last like 10 to 15 years. But they are also starting a new venture called Next Up, or Up Next. So you guys will learn more about that app as well. So make sure you tap in April 15th and April 22nd at 6:30 p.m. in the Discord. We have a stage called The Living Room. That's where we'll be doing those. I also just dropped the Discover Monthly playlist, which is 4 weeks. Excuse me, sorry. Which is 4 weeks of me listening to music from the weekly Discover playlist and then picking my 30 favorites over a month. I love this playlist. It's one of my favorite playlists that I make every single month. I think it's a really, really good list of songs this month as well. We've also got our new Music Who This playlist, which updates every single week. So if you have new releases that drop this week, if you have new releases that are coming up, go put it in my release calendar, which I put in the chat. You can always submit your music in there for free. I also listen to those every single weekend myself. I'll be doing this tomorrow, updating the playlist and updating all the content around it as well. So make sure you submit your music for that. And that's it. We've got the Ground Floor, which is a new pre-release playlist that I launched recently as well, which you can go and submit your music for on High Note exclusively. And I'll be leaving comments on that also. Yeah, Captain Matt, I am aware of this. My TikTok is not set up for this yet, which is why everything's kind of shitty there. I always try and send people over to Twitch and YouTube because that's where everything's like really actually streaming properly. One of the next things I'm going to figure out also is how to actually connect my OBS to my TikTok so we can have it going the same way so everyone can have the same quality experience. Don't worry, I'm working on it. We just haven't gotten there yet. All right, let's get into some songs, man. I've been talking for too long. If you are here in the chat, make sure you submit whenever you want. Like I said, it's always free to submit your music. We do have a paid skip queue. $5 is a regular skip. $10 is a super skip. The Throne is $25. The Throne will push you to the top, though. Right now, I do have to say, Khalif Bryant, I'm gonna have to play you second, only because for some reason this top one is just stuck here. So I'm just gonna play this one from GGR's Green Jean Records first, and then we'll do Khalif Bryant right after that. But for anyone who's submitted, if you're in the paid skip queue, that is a guarantee you'll get played in entirety. If you're in the chat, please don't submit via the chat. Make sure you go over to Nero, submit your music. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is GGR's Green Jean Records, Fly Guy Poo, and Stylo. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Yeah.
Twitch and YouTube.
I'm trying to get high. She never been out. It's true to
So
Dubai.
KayvanMD on all those platforms. Either one, whatever you want.
I know I'm that guy. You know my package is stuck on a knot. These niggas mad on the one and they
Love the mix on this vocal on this one already.
These niggas know I'm the stove on the pot. Yeah, I am the one. Yeah.
Alright, so I know one of the things that I've probably said to you before was about mixes. This is probably the most full mix that I've heard from you so far of all the songs you've sent over. And this one's brand new too, so we're going to put this in the new music with this playlist as well as the songs you found on live stream playlist. No, this one's nice and full. Look, I think the production is not overpowering, but it's still got a nice kick to it, nice boom to it. Everything feels good. The vocal is very upfront, but I will say I actually prefer that, and to me it feels a little bit better with the vocal being the focus while I'm listening. So for me, this is probably one of the biggest standout songs that I've heard from Green Jean Records so far. For anybody in the chat who wants to go follow GGRZZZ official on Instagram, yeah, I feel like you killed it on this one. Like, this is the perfect perfect mix. Super crisp. Damn, the vocals are Crips. I hope not. I hope not. Don't let the Bloods know. Hey, Court, thank you for the follow as well. Now, this has got a really good bounce, man. I like this one a lot. Second verse is really good. Alright, for the other artists on this one as well, you got Fly Guy Poo, CEO.FlyGuyPoo on Instagram. Is one of the artists.
Okay, you got me, but Jacka, you solid, keep popping it, come with a
Grace, thank you for the follow. Stilo, I don't know what Stilo's Instagram is. We're gonna try and find her really quickly. What's up, Ski? How you doing? That's a great song. I interviewed Made in Tokyo about that song. If you want to send some music in, they'll go to Nero.fm/KayvanMD. We are vibing, bro. We just got started on music. If you want to submit, you can. It's always free to submit. If you want to skip the queue, those are the instructions in the chat as well. Captain Matt, welcome to the YouTube chat. Zahira, welcome back. Honestly, Meld is 100,000. Oh, is it? Because I was using Streamlabs for a while, and then Streamlabs deleted all my shit one day, and I was like, all right, I don't want to have to rebuild this on Streamlabs, so that's why I switched to OBS. But if Meld is better, maybe I should check it out.
I get it done. Don't worry about nothing they said. They know that the youngin' got fun.
You know what? 350 feels like a good length for this one. It's got a good tempo. It's got a good bounce. This is absolutely something to like. If this comes on in the car, I'm driving. It's staying on in the car. We added it to the Songs to Final live stream playlist and the new music for this playlist as well, which I'll update tomorrow. OBS is open platform or open source, so it's like it's literally like just made by like people. It's maybe a little bit more modular. I think you can do more with it, but I haven't tried Meld, so I have no idea. This was a great one, man. Great job. I think of all the songs we've listened to so far from you, this probably felt like the most polished one. Again, that's GG or ZZZ music on Instagram, right? Did I remember that? GG or ZZZ official. My bad. There you go. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. Let's move on to the next one from Khalif Bryant. Release Monday, music video released today. Khalif Bryant's a rising artist from Virginia Beach. I swear, every artist I hear from the DMV and Virginia specifically, I end up being a fan of. I signed like 4 or 5 of them to Genius Distro while we were doing that. And it was just like every time I heard something from Virginia, I was just like, you know what? Like there is something in the water. Not to be corny, not to copy Pharrell, but there is something there. Blended modern hip hop with the smooth influence of classic R&B, and Don't Ask Me, Bryant delves into his personal maladaptive coping mechanism. Ooh. Maladaptive coping mechanisms, great vocabulary, and reflects on the effects of escapism when reality doesn't align with expectations. This one's called Don't Ask Me. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm going to ask you. All right. Let us know what you think. Oh, the piano. Piano off rip got me.
Don't ask me why.
Oh shit. Oh. Switch to Meld. Okay, I'm gonna check out Meld. Once we get off stream, like this weekend I got some work to do, so I'll be on the computer. I'm gonna try and check out Meld over the weekend. Lets you multi-stream for free along with selecting which form. Oh shit. Oh shit. You might have just changed my life.
Turn the lights off, it's making my hair hurt. This ain't the place or time for no intervention.
Okay, so I really like this.
Your expression just made me feel worse. See,
I do think that the vocal mix on this lead vocal could be a little bit wider, a little bit fuller. It feels a little bit squashed. But the vocal delivery, the writing, and the actual like tone of everything is amazing.
I need to go where everybody knows my name. Everybody's glad I came.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
Think you do the same.
This is going in both playlists as well.
Ask me why I love you, I start to blank. It's never as simple as you think. It's never as simple as
I really like this a lot.
I lose my mind, I fill my cup. Don't ask me why.
Khalif Bryant on Instagram.
To fuck that dysfunction. Please, please tell me something.
Oh, I really like this a lot. I like this intro catches your attention quickly and then it takes it from there. It's really well crafted, like as a piece. To me, it's like the vocal mix could use a little bit of work. Sometimes when that reverb kind of automates in, it's a little bit too present.
My nigga, I ain't this in therapy. You do what works for you, I do what works for me. Shit.
It's a really good song, though. Like, beyond any mixed notes I have, like, the song itself speaks to me. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we want to know what you think of these songs as well.
Type of shit that make you sober up. I never been too good with all the cuddle stuff. Shit. Even if I was influenced with the hell I look like during getting a text so you can up and leave me. No, I'd rather drop a strip, no baby.
Do you know if Mel does multi-stream chat? Doesn't really matter. You might not know that, but
all my problems can't follow. You're only given one life. Ain't no one promised tomorrow, so I rather live it up before I leave this bitch.
This is a really good song, bro. Reminds me of Damani says Nels.
So I'ma need some yak on the rocks before I finish. Now I'm too late, too fucked up.
I mean, I knew it when I said it. It's Virginia. But beat choice is fantastic. I love the fact that you go in and out of these melodic pockets, these rapped pockets. They always have widget built in. Oh, shout out to User Hero. Thank you for knowing that. This part is so good. No, it's hip hop / R&B was the description. Modern hip hop with smooth influence of classic R&B, which I hear both. I hear both influences in this for sure. Oh, that's fire. Alright, I'm gonna have to check that out. Meld. Something. Really catchy song, man. Hook is definitely a vibe. I think you did great work on this. I really like the song a lot. I think the only real feedback that I do have is kind of in that it's in that fucking vocal mix, right? It's just like getting that to be a little fuller and feel a little bit more wide. Like right now, it felt like maybe a little bit squashed and just thin, and I think that's more an EQ thing than anything else. Do you see Neuer going to prime Neuer? I did. Neuer was absolutely unbelievable. For everybody in the chat, I'm also a huge soccer fan. I watch like every single weekend. I watch every Champions League game. Fucking the FIFA, whatever. I'm not that excited about that. Added a bit of Cheers theme song to the pre-hook. Bro, it's good. It's really good. There's a lot of great details in this song. Khalif Bryant, Don't Ask Me. All right, up next, Captain Matt and the Boat Crew. This is a song we played live and not we took from our multi-tracks of the live recording. Now we're getting opinions on if we should take it to the studio to record professionally. So this is recorded from a live show. The song is called Work Like a Captain, Play Like a Pirate. I kind of love that. Let us know what you think in the chat.
String lights glow and a Gulf breeze rolls.
This is not AI.
Cold beer sweating on a bar top, so kids cast lines.
Because the vocal does kind of have that AI sound to it. I'm not gonna lie.
Trying their luck in the ICW stretch. Plates piled high, stories flow from high.
No, that is you. So it's not AI. I think it sounds like AI, but this dude is saying it's not AI and that it's him. He did say there's a lot of effects on it because it was a live recording.
Time to shake the salt and steel off these boots.
Khalif says AI wishes it was Matthew. Zahir says this is def AI. I mean, it is. Look, like I've listened to a lot of AI music. There's definitely some telltale signs in this that are making me feel like it is. But I don't want to like take away from Matthew. Like he's saying it's real.
Everybody really goes. The band's on fire, boots shuffle on wood.
And it does seem like there is a real person on this social media platform.
Understood. Push boats roll through the darkened sky.
This is Zena says, I smell AI. It's the certain sounds. There is certain sounds that make it feel like it is.
Play like a pirate. Raise that glass. Yeah, we don't stay silent. Down below where the wild get loud. We raise hell.
Yeah, Zahir says I've heard this AI voice model before. That's the thing is like, it's hard with country, yeah, because the lyrics do give that a little bit too. I mean, maybe my biggest feedback is sound-wise. If this is you and you are a real human, I probably would maybe change up the way that this is mixed, one, so it doesn't feel as close to AI. I'm going to show you guys the socials, and we're going to dive in a little bit more. So wait, okay, because you're in the chat, Matt. There is no part of this that was done with AI. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to give you a chance to tell the truth if there was any AI used in this. Because you've not seen me go off about this before. I'm cool if you tell me what it is straight up and I know what to expect. If I gotta dive in and figure out it's AI, it's not something I enjoy. So I'm gonna give you this last chance to assure me that this was entirely human-made. Instrumentation, lyrics, performance, all that. No AI at all. You promise? Is there? I don't think I can do it by a near. This guy says dive in. He's confident. He's like, nah, this is real. This is real.
Down low, living real.
I mean, look, I will say, I'm not terribly mad at the hook. The hook is actually kind of catchy. Look, if it's a real human being playing this, take it in the studio for sure.
A lot of people ask me all the time, what is Gulf Coast country? Well, when you come see Captain Matt and the boat crew, you're not just coming to hear a band. You're coming
I am
to
watching
be a
this
part of the
man's
show.
hands so intently right now.
Because what we play isn't just country music. What we play is Gulf Coast country. It's not really a genre. Hey everybody, I'm Captain Matt, a Texas singer-songwriter from Houston, and I tell you what
What do you guys think,
thank
man?
everyone enough.
Are you a small-town Texas girl? If so, give me a follow, and comment where you're from. I would like to record this song for you.
I've rode through Dallas, Austin, San Antonio.
I mean,
Good morning, Boat Crew family, and what a great...
What if a country singer with a ukulele
right, you can
played
definitely send it
classic cover in a different way?
I mean, it could just be the mix style, like, you know what I mean? Like, and if that is the case, I would look, just based on all the information I have in front of me, right? Because I can't guarantee either way whether or not. There's like, all I can do is take your word for it. I can see you putting the work in on social. I can see you playing songs and singing songs. There's this thing about ChatGPT, which makes maybe.
Hey, Boat Crew, tag a realtor you know in the comments. Realtors, what if my band, Captain Matt and the Boat Crew, could help you sell your listing?
That's what I'm saying. There's a band in town link,
like
upcoming
this.
shows.
We're a Gulf
The one
Coast
thing I said
country
about the
band
AI music was
based
like,
out
do
of
that
Houston.
fucking live,
and we
and,
perform
like, they
our
can't.
original
So, like,
music live, including songs that actually hit number 15 on the iTunes country charts at open house.
So like, this is a tough one. I'm diving in, man. I'm curious. I have a real curiosity about this.
She's in a bikini with a drink in tow. I take a slow sip and let the world disappear. Lean back and set my course out of here. Sales cast the
It could be AI assisted mix and master, and if that is the case, look, I can't really fault that either. Like, if we're being completely honest, like, I just the one that ain't the same voice as the hero. There's definitely differences between the vocals, but I I agree. There was the resonance similar to a lot of AI music. That was the thing. It was like the buzz, like the kind of like bright, buzzy sound that I think comes with a lot of AI music. So, look, I will say the song itself, I'm not really too mad at. You know, the hook was actually pretty solid. I like the work like a captain, play like a pirate kind of idea. There's definitely an audience for it. My big thing is, if it is AI and you're not telling me the truth, one, I hate that. Please just, disclose whether or not it is. Like that's all I'm asking for. Secondly, I hope you write the lyrics. If you wrote the lyrics, I'm not really terribly mad at the lyrics. I think they were okay. Mix for me was probably the big thing that stood out, but it was because it felt like an AI mix. So if it was an AI system mix and master, fair play to you for doing it that way. But that's probably the thing that I would encourage you to kind of shy away from. And yeah, I think it's written and performed by him, just an AI voice model. Yeah, which that's maybe a gray area for me. I've said this before. I'm not really sure how I feel about that kind of a process where it's like, all right, like you write a song and then you have like an AI model kind of perform the song for you as a songwriter. So I maybe that's a little bit more of a gray area for me and how I feel about AI music. But more than anything, transparency is what I appreciate. So, thank you for sending it in. I worked in country for a little bit, so it's interesting for me because I'm not the biggest country fan, but I do know that is some shit that people in the country space probably would really enjoy. And especially if you're like one of those like country people who's always at the lake or like boating, like it's totally like it's absolutely in the realm of people who like to fish and go outside and be outside and shit like that. So I do think there's an audience for it. I don't know that I'm the audience for it necessarily, but I do think that it is something that, bro, it's a demo of us. We use Melodyne and Logic Pro Effects to mix the demo. Yeah, but that's not true, though, because, like, I listen to a lot of music, like a shitload, like thousands of songs a week. That's not what Melodyne does. Like, the way that those vocals sounded, and granted, fair, like, maybe you used Logic Pro Effects to do it from a live recording. I'm not going to say that's not what you did, but I think what we're all saying is when you listen to AI music, there are a lot of similarities in the way that felt from a mix perspective as to what we hear from a lot of these like AI generated songs. And that is the concern, is the similarity between those two things. And regardless of whether it is or not, because like, you're over here telling me that it's completely you, everything's real. I can't take that away from you. If that's what it is, that's what it is. But what I will say is just, in having listened to a bunch of AI songs, there is a lot of similarities in the feeling of this mix to the feeling of those mixes. And that is the thing that you need to distance yourself from so that people don't ask that question. We shouldn't have to ask that question at all, to be honest with you. That you know what I mean? Like, but I think that's another one of the kind of, unfortunately, one of the downsides of the amount of people that are making AI music and sending it out to people and putting it out and doing that kind of stuff is it does have a lot of us in the creative community questioning whether or not we can trust people when they're saying that. Yeah, AI song just sounds plastic. It's a thing about the mix. There's a very specific sound. All they have to do is go to our show. 100%. And the fact that you can perform it live and do it live already kind of pushes me closer towards it being not AI overall. Because people who just make AI music can't fucking do that. So like, look, like I appreciate your confidence in coming in here and sending it in. I appreciate you sending it in at all. The only feedback that I have is from a mixed perspective, as I'm listening to this as a consumer, as a listener, that's the biggest thing that I hear is that comparison between I'm not really sure. I can't really discern whether or not this is actually fully you, like you're saying, which like your fair play to you. I can't take that. I'm not going to say that you're a liar. I don't know you like that. So I'm not going to sit here and accuse you of lying. At the same time, my ears hear one thing. They make the comparison. That is probably the thing that I would encourage you to kind of shift away from if you can, is try and get that sound to feel a little bit more organic, a little bit more natural, because there is aspects of that mix that make it feel a little bit more like that. You know what I'm saying? Colada says, my girlfriend listens to a lot of K-pop songs. She showed me a ton of songs. Like 99% of them sound so perfect they're plastic. It's like people trying to make emotions that they don't feel or understand. Well, yeah, that's a different thing, though, because that's like people singing songs that they don't necessarily have an emotional connection to, because a lot of those songs are actually taken from songwriters and producers that are kind of not them. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times it's just like more of like a pop star kind of like process, as opposed to like a singer-songwriter who has like the deep connection to the words they're writing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we listen to everything in here, man. Honestly, like send what you want to send in. Matthew, thank you for sending shit in. For anybody who did like that and wanted to go follow, it's at Captain Matt Music on Instagram. Make sure you go check it out. And then Can't Chill, Young and Danny would appreciate some feedback on this slime. Let's check it out. I love listening to weird shit too, but it is like, that's the sound of it, you know what I mean? Okay, Grace, let me know when we get to you as well, okay? Hold on. Hold on 1 second, because Matt, I'm trying to be really nice to you, but to come back here and be like, I think I'll stick with my performances, gave me 25K fans and 15 on the iTunes chart. Do that then. I actually don't give a fuck, and like, we don't know each other, so it literally doesn't matter to me. So your attitude, you could keep it. Like I said, I appreciate you sending it in and coming in here and looking for feedback and stuff like that. But if you don't like the feedback, giving people attitude is not the way to make it in this industry. So genuinely, though I appreciate what you're doing and trying to defend yourself, and like I said, I'm not going to take it away from you, say that you're a liar, but the attitude that you're giving me is giving robot. So like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, move on. It is what it is. Can't chill, Young and Danny. How can I be nicer about it?
I ain't here to do nothing but get your perspective and feel your energy, bro.
You can send any music you want, bro.
Yes, sir.
Generally, we try not to do like major label artists, so just because motherfuckers will be claiming the shit. You know what I mean?
I'm playing again.
All right, this is Young and Danny. Let us know what you think of the chat. Song's called Can't Chill.
I don't know, babe. To be honest, bro. I don't know.
I'm not a huge fan of a really long intro, so that's probably the first thing I would call about this. It's a pretty long intro on this one.
First day I heard it pop me a pill. I need a samurai now, can chill. I done been posted this bitch for real.
Oh. Wait, when this gets into the meat of the song though, it's like, this shit is hard. Nah, Colada, use the submission link. It's in the chat for you. It's gonna go to Nero, which is where we take all of our submissions. Yeah. It's 30 people in the queue because we're live on 2 other platforms. We're on YouTube and Twitch, where it's actually better, so come watch there. Yo, this is so tough when we get to like the main part of the song. Truthfully, if I'm listening to this in the wild, you might have lost me on the intro. I say this to artists all the time. If we're not super familiar with you yet, a long intro is a really easy way to lose people. And if you want to keep listeners, get straight into the music first. Zen Ludor, send it in the Nero, bro. We don't take submissions in the chat. I don't think I expected you to look the way that you look. Did you produce this, or are you the vocalist on this as well? Young and Daddy on Instagram. If you're rocking with this, make sure you go follow. Did all of it? It sounds pretty good too. I'm really not mad at the mix. Master's nice and full. It doesn't feel quiet. In the chat, bro. There's a link for you. Click that link. Good bounce on it. Let's know what you think in the chat. Zahira, I'm with you, bro. I feel the fucking same. It's okay, though. Liars want to lie. It is what it is. I'll never get it. I like this one. Good mix master. Good feel to the beat. Good vocal delivery. Young and Danny. YUNGINDANNY on Instagram. Make sure you go tap in if you're rocking with this one. Yeah, I enjoyed that, man. Truthfully. I mean, I love music like that. So for me, it's like, generally, I'm probably going to enjoy stuff that's kind of in that space overall. But I think just like from an execution standpoint, that's one of the big things for me is like, you know, I hear a lot of music like that and it doesn't feel good necessarily. That one actually felt really good. It was a good mix on it, good master on it. I'd be curious to hear more from you as an artist. I don't know, like this is maybe one thing to take into account. I don't know that I know who you are as an artist from that, if that makes sense. Like, and that's not for every artist either. Not every artist needs to be like this super personal, like, you know, this is who I am kind of artist. But that is maybe one of the things that I, as a consumer and as a listener, really enjoy, is finding artists where I feel like I can really connect to their music and connect to who they are through that kind of stuff. So that's maybe the only thing I would say. But I think that's the struggle of that subgenre of hip hop anyway, in general. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing I would say about a lot of artists in that space that I do really like to listen to, but don't necessarily feel that kind of connection to as a fan artist. And that's maybe the only thing, you know what I mean? But I do think that a big part of that is how you make your visuals, how you present yourself as an artist, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear more. I think that's the thing for me too with artists is like, before I become a fan of an artist, I think I need to listen to multiple songs and kind of get a vibe of who they are, what they care about, what's important to them. So I liked it. It felt good. Did I save that one? No, that one's not out yet. So I didn't save that one in the playlist. When it does drop, make sure you put it in the release calendar. As soon as you have it scheduled with your distro and you know it's going to come out at a certain date, go put your shit in the release calendar, and that way I can keep up with it, all right? I'm still letting people listen to my stuff before I drop. Oh, that's totally fine, too. What I will say, just keep working on the social stuff even before you drop. Tease the songs, build the audience, build the fan base. That's such a huge part of like releasing music in general that I think a lot of people miss out on, is that pre-release kind of push and promotion. You can get a lot done in that pre-release time. Equally, when songs start coming out, it's like post-release push as well. So don't just put it out and then move on. Make sure you keep doing it. Stacking it back for that, beautiful. Ty Slater, what's up? Where did I go wrong? Kelso Melrose up next. Oh, we got a music video. Let's check this one out. Let us know what you think in the chat. Is this it's got a Frey fucking sample in it? I've said this multiple times. I really like Kelso's like approach to making music videos. I feel like I've really gotten to know what kind of an artist he is through his visual representation. And it's really playful and fun. It's like a look into his real life, it feels like, you know? I didn't make this. Shout out to Eddie. He's one of our community members. He invented Nero. But it's really streamlined the process, which I appreciate. I remember a buddy from this artist development center I was working at as a receptionist. Who? Me? Or this artist? I think the mix needs a little bit of work on this one. Balance between especially the sub, the rest of the instrumentation and the feature, or the sample, and then the vocal. I feel like the vocal needs to come up a little bit more and kind of be the forefront. The bass is really loud, but the sample flip is really good. It's like I really want to hear that a little bit more as well. It's really the sub, I think, is the issue here, because when every time it comes in and muddies everything else up, it makes everything else feel like it hits a little bit quieter. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I have that just sitting on the fucking thing like a boomer. Yeah, I like this. All right, like I said, those are my big things. I really love the beat here. I love the idea here. The one thing that I feel like on the execution standpoint could use a little bit of work is it's really that subline. It does feel like that subline kind of swallows up everything else, which kind of sucks because like the sample is such a good sample. It's such an interesting kind of choice to make for a song like that. I definitely would have loved the vocals to come up just a little bit more in the mix so they just really stand out a little bit more. But I really think it's the sub that's kind of the core of the issue here. It just, as soon as it hits, every time it hits, it's just a little bit louder than everything else. And it does feel like it kind of swallows up some of those other frequencies a little bit more than it should. FTW_KD on Instagram. If you fuck with that, make sure you go follow. I am a fan. Like, I will say, like, I do think there's like a ton of potential with this artist because there's a very defined style and sound that they're building, which I really enjoy as a listener. And then, like I said, the visual representation of the visual identity is really consistent, and it's something that I've really enjoyed to kind of see over the releases that he sent in. But for me, the biggest thing here is going to be that mix still, and just kind of like polishing it off a little bit more, just to make it feel a little bit more like, you know, balanced in that sense. Yo, it's me, AP. Thank you for the follow. We got our first free skip coming up right now from Warsaw. It's called Bring It Out. Warsaw, I think, came over from TikTok. Let us know what you think in the chat. And I think this is just a beat. Is this just a beat?
Of all time.
Okay. Okay, first thing that I'll say, let us know what you think in the chat. First thing that I would do personally, watch out for the plosives, right? The S's, there's kind of like a whistle around the S's that you get. You could probably DS that, EQ that out a little bit. The other thing I would do is maybe pull back on the reverb a touch. That's going to accentuate those plosives. So if you don't have the reverb as wet, it might actually solve that issue with the plosives a little bit more as well. So I like the kind of the vocal arrangement on this one. I think that part is the standout for me. I like the melodies. I like the way the ad-libs are done. I like the way the vocals are layered. It's the mix on the vocal. I do think that the upfront vocal needs to be a little bit more there. The melodies don't pound the high end of the vocals a little bit. I agree with Zenner on that front. My bigger issue is with the production. You know what I mean? Like for me, the production is slightly repetitive. I always talk about this because I'm produced as well. So like the arrangement of a beat is really important to me. And I think the way that a beat moves and a song moves does rely on the production to also move a little bit more. So because this one is so loopy, it's so like repetitive, I think the further you get into the song, the more it's like, I wish it switched up a little bit more. It does from a vocal perspective, but from a production perspective, I wish that the arrangement had a little bit more fluidity and a little bit more movement than it does. Which also could be a mixed thing, you know what I mean? But one of the things I try to do with beats a lot is just have moments where things kind of pull back a little bit more and then build up and pull back. There's moments where it changes in this. Like this moment right here is a moment where it pulls back a little bit more. And you can hear the vocals kind of shine through a little bit more in this section as well because of that. So it's just things to keep in mind.
Queens get the money every time.
I'm not mad at it overall. Like this is something that I would listen to. I don't know if it's something that I would listen to a lot, like come back over and over and over again. But it's a really like kind of smooth feeling to it. It's got a good vibe. Overall, I like the production, but if there was anything, it's that I feel like there could be a little bit more variation in the production. And then a little bit more balance in that mix too, right? The plosives is something to think about. P's, F's, S's, T's, those kind of things, right? And just the way they sound, it's like the... This part is good right here. I agree with Colada Brat as well. Overall, I like that one.
Northwell's been here for New
It's little things. It's little things that I do think will elevate overall, and it's just things to think about as you continue to make music. But Warsoul on Instagram, WARSXUL. I'm not upset about what I'm hearing here. This is another artist I want to hear more from and kind of dive into a little bit more. Let's get back into the next 5 paid skips, and then we'll do another free one after this. We've got Life, produced by Mike and Keys by Bud. This is Bud, an artist-producer from Arizona. This is my upcoming single, Life, produced by Mike and Keys. If you guys don't know who Mike and Keys are, one, you are kind of fucking up. They're amazing producers. They do a lot of really, really cool stuff. They worked with a distro client of mine, Schloob, on a couple different things. And like, every time I hear a beat from them or a song that they've produced, I'm constantly like, this beat is so fucking good. So just as a little preface, this is Bud, Life. Let us know what you think in the chat. And the beat immediately came in strong. Oh, let us know what you think in the chat.
Got me asking what is life when every day's a gamble, gotta roll the dice. When you real life, been hella mean, ain't nothing nice. Step out of bounds, out your body, pay the price. Cold as ice. What is life when every day's a gamble, gotta roll the dice. When you real life,
if you're with us on TikTok, come hang out on Twitch and YouTube. The chat is way more live over there. Nicholas says, ooh, nice. Nell says, yes.
What is more than chains and watches, more than fame and gossip, more than gain the objects.
I am BXRD on Instagram. If you rock with us, make sure you go follow.
I ain't here to judge or charge you guilty when you innocent.
We have heard him in here recently, yeah. I think he did another one. I think he sent in another one that he did with Mike and Keys.
You wanna be a celebrity and not be looked at. Why you wanna trap in your raps and never have cooked crack? Maybe that's deflecting, but I hate to lack connections. I'm making bad impressions on the stage.
If I've already heard this, I liked this as much the last time I heard it too. So that's all I would say. It's like something I'm clearly enjoying. Jen, what's up, man? I hope you're doing well. We're live on Twitch and YouTube right now if you want to come hang out. We're listening to music, giving feedback as a community. Just finding songs, following artists. Dice. I've definitely heard his vocal before. I don't know if we've heard this song before.
Life, where every day's a gamble, gotta
But it does feel good. Rex says he got a Deontay Hitchcock vibe. It's definitely, it lives in that world, right? The Deontay is the reasons, the Chris Patricks of the world. Like, it's in that space. Really good vocal inflections, really good vocal tone and delivery, though. Timing is dead on.
Some say everything they ever told us was a lie. With a little bit of truth, so as to hold up, it's disguise. Super big man when I speak, please argue with yourself. In the present, feeling present, baby. Argue with yourself. Honor that. I'm wandering where the wanderers wander at. Got disconnected, climbing mountains, you can't call me back.
I need to know when this is dropping. But I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you are, man, I need to know when this song drops. Mick 2, definitely in that space, man. I'm a big Mick fan also, so.
Most of the legends I looked up to once are falling flat. To their own vice, got me asking what is.
Good vocal layers as well, man. Dice. Yeah, we did. We listened to a different song from Bird that was also produced by Mike and Keys. Because he put it on his socials, so now I know which song it was. A lot of Brad says this is crazy. I really like this a lot. Dice. Oh, we might have listened to this because I do remember the hey, oh, hey, oh. I don't care though. I still like the song, so I'm really not upset about it. Warsaw, you did get a random skip. We just listened to you like literally like 15 to 20 seconds. I guess 3 minutes and 20 seconds ago, we were just listening to the song. If you do want to go to check it out, the VOD's on YouTube, so you can at any point go check out the VOD. If you want to go clip it, you can as well. Overall, pretty solid feedback for you. There was like maybe a couple little notes that we had overall, but generally, like a lot of us were feeling the song. Taraj Mahal, what's good, bro? What's the word? How you doing? If you're in the chat, you guys want to submit or skip the queue, you can. It's definitely up to you. Got out? No, don't even worry about it. There's never a time where I'm upset about playing a song from somebody who's not in the chat. Because I'm also just, I have a full-time job, like I have a wife, like it's the same, but we all have life, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I'm never upset. Like I'm here to listen to music and tell you guys what I think, and you know, if you are here, great. If you're not here, that's also fine. The VOD always exists on YouTube, but the goal is to kind of talk about music anyway. So regardless of anything, it's like whoever's here in the chat who's listening to this feedback might get something from it, just as we listen to music and kind of critique it together, right? So I'm never upset about it. You're all good, man. I hope you had a good day at work. Crash Out, Zahira, this is an interlude. I love this artist. We've listened to a lot of Zahira in the last like week specifically, and it's just all so good. So I'm not gonna say too much. I want you guys to listen to it. Let me know what you think in the chat, but I know you're gonna be impressed. God damn, bro. This mix needs a little bit of work, like more so than the other ones we've listened to this week, but like the performance is unreal, man. I like, truthfully, Zahira's vocals are next level. You got me begging for your love, but it's now up for discussion. The Lover Boy Drew. I always forget which side I'm on these days. It's this way. The Lover Boy Drew on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us. I really like this guy a lot. Crazy, bro. I mean, it's criminal. One, it's criminal that you only have 60 monthly listeners. I had to go check because I just wasn't sure. I need more songs from you. Yours truly, Rex, says, yeah, bro, gas, unbelievable. Zahira on Spotify, Drew is in the chat on YouTube, so you'll see him on screen in the chat over here, but you won't see him in the chat on Twitch, if that makes sense. So check the chat on screen. But yeah, the Loverboy Drew, just like an unbelievable vocalist, man. Like everything I've heard, especially in this last week, has been just next level vocal performance. Ah, wow. Yeah, there's no mix on this. So that was a completely unmixed one as well. I mean, there was like a little tuning, but like outside of the tuning, definitely not like leveled out, definitely not EQ'd, none of that. You've actually got another one from Zahira coming up next right now. Self-produced as well. This one's called Hopeless Romantic. So if you like that last one, listen up. You got another one that's coming up right now as well, okay? I really am a fan though. Seriously, man. Like I need more music from you. I need more releases from you officially. Yeah, not finished. That one's not a final mix master yet. No, that one's just still a demo.
I like to say we gave this a try, but almost wasn't enough.
Such a beautiful vocal tone, man.
If I should stay or move on.
It's got this like Music Soul Child-esque kind of warmth to it that I really love.
Babe, call me a hopeless romantic. Cause my heart feels the same way that it did when I met you, baby. And it's driving me crazy. How do we get to safety? Oh. Will you love me with all your intentions?
I love the simplicity around this, but I do feel like it's about to build into something as well, which is also really exciting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
If you can, baby girl, will you take my hand?
I'm not mad at the tuning though. I think the tuning smooths everything out. Personally. Oh yeah, bro, I'm a huge Music Soul Child fan. I'll sing you Music Soul Child right fucking now. Yeah, I'm a tuning fan. Kara says, just watch you don't over vibrato some of those notes. It tends to sound warbly on occasion. Good tone though. So the one thing I will say though is like as a huge R&B listener, like to me that feels very of the genre as well, especially right now with contemporary R&B. So that's why I'm not so mad at some of those things that you guys are pointing out with the tuning. It's like this feels like very, very contemporary R&B, but it's influenced by so many different eras of the genre as well. It's like I feel like we're getting kind of the best of multiple different worlds. So like for me personally, I really like this one because it feels like it fits right now, but also feels like it pulls from artists past who I also really love. So I definitely understand what you're saying, but for me personally, I don't know that I have that feedback myself. I am a fan though, and I do have a bias, so I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm unbiased. Like I'm absolutely not unbiased when it comes to Zahira, because it's been like this. Like I felt this way about this artist a lot over the years, because like this is not my first time listening to them either. Like in this last week, it's definitely someone that like every time I hear them, I'm like always kind of like, wow, like the vocal tone is so good, and I love the direction that he's going with his vocal as well. So for me, that's why I'm like, yeah, like I don't know that I would change anything about it personally. Like outside of like the leveling and just making sure that everything's like polished off, the overall direction of the sound that he's going for to me is like the thing that really keeps me in the whole time. Jordan, what's up? Welcome to the chat. That was the Loverboy Drew on Instagram, Zahira. Really liked that one. It was called Hopeless Romantic. I also, just from a production standpoint, love the simplicity of the production and how it built into this like piano vocal moment and then pulled back and gave us the acapella moment again too. First day on the job, Block City Wars, volume warning maybe from Alien Rave Dance Party. Sad Ghoul, how's it going? I'm good. I've had a really good day overall. Today was my last day at my current job, and I start a new job on Monday. So it's been like a bit of a weird like end of the week, because it's like I'm ending a 9-year job and going into something else next week. But I'm really excited also, and like this is one of my favorite things that I get to do every week, so I'm having a great time. It's Friday. Also, it's about to be the weekend. So, you know what I mean? Like, everything is good. How are you? First day on the job. Alien Rave Dance Party. Not too loud. Not too loud. I've been a genius for the last 9 years. So I was the director of artists and label relations there. And I'm moving over to Even to be the senior director of artist relations there. Let's get this bread.
Hello, everybody. My name is...
I'm very excited about it. I love this like kind of weird like internet shit, to be honest. Like Hyperflip, Daria Core, like this stuff like gives me life. It gives me energy. I'd much rather listen to this than AI Slop, for sure. This over AI Slop any day of the week. Sad Ghoul, if you want to submit music, it's always free. All you got to do is hit this link in the chat, go over to Nero and submit your music. If you want to skip the queue, we have very cheap, affordable skip queues. Pilata says, yo, this guy should make shoegaze music. You tell him, he's in the chat. Alien Rave Dance Party on Instagram. This part's really nice. This might be my favorite section right here. Let's see this drop. I like this. Oh my god. Okay, I have to applaud you for the sub sounds in this section right here, because they're the perfect tone and feeling. These ones, these higher register ones. Like that section right there, it touches on hardstyle. It pulls in that kind of hardstyle sub sound that I always really loved. That was like one of my favorite things about hardstyle in general. So look, like I fuck with this one. Alien Rave Dance Party on Instagram if you rock with it. Davey, what's up? Welcome back to the chat. This shit is crazy. You've sent in a couple of these Daria Core like Hyperflip songs recently, and like I really love the feeling of them. Like I can't even help myself. It's definitely like it's maybe a silly thing for me to really enjoy, but I do really enjoy it. So messages, OV. We'll do another free skip after this one, I believe. Yes, we're going to do another random free skip after this. And then I think we're basically done with the paid skip queue. If anybody does want to do a paid skip, feel free. It's totally up to you. You will be next in the queue. If not, don't worry about it. We'll get into free skips after we get done with paid skips, okay? Messages, OV, Zahira up next. We got another one from Zahira. Zahira is blessing us and our ears today. I'm not mad about it. Like I said, though, I definitely have a bias. Let us know what you think in the chat. The beat choices have been also just exceptional from you on this run of music, bro. You're picking a lot of the right sounds for your vocal that do the best for your vocal, in my opinion. So
we were like two peas in a pod, baby.
I actually think the production could come up a touch in this one.
Wherever you went, I would follow you to the end of the ocean.
The writing's so nice, though.
Remember a spot after dark, baby.
It's like the perfect delivery.
I swear I'm waiting until you return to my side.
You just know which words to elongate, which words to deliver shortly. Like it's really good. Yeah, I'm a Zahira fan, but this guy kills, bro. He's so good.
Somewhere between the times where my eyes and it's floated away until it found you.
You make the type of music that makes me want to learn the runs, the notes, the melodies. Like, it's the type of music you listen to and you learn about writing melody. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain artists in my life that I've been a huge fan of in the R&B space, and the ones that I'm the biggest fan of are the ones that I listen to and I'm like, damn, I want to learn how to do that. You know what I mean? Davey said when he cut this Brandy demo and I was blown away. Like, I've been so impressed.
Wherever you went, I would follow you to the end of the ocean. Remember a spot after dark, baby.
Pretty good melodies, man.
I swear I'm waiting until you return to my side.
Again, the Loverboy Drew on Instagram. Go tap in on TikTok as well, because he does lives over there. Jordan says this is great. It's really just the approach to melody and songwriting is masterful. The mix could improve, but it's slight, you know? I don't know. Zahira wants to know if it was his song Brandy or the one he wrote on a Brandy type beat. This just like, these are hard melodies to sing, man. It's really impressive. I like this one a lot. Where are you based? Are you still in Sacramento? Or are you like, where are you based right now? I'm just curious. I just want to learn more about you and like what you're doing and what you need. You know what I mean? I just think there's a lot of people who like would want to work with you and you could just make some really cool shit together with, just in general. I think there's a lot of people. Especially like, because you're writing all these songs as well, man. It's like the writing is really impressive to me. Isaiah Houston, Wingspan, up next. This is our next free skip of the night. Again, if you're in the chat, you want to submit your music, it's always free to submit. Make sure you submit your music, all right? If you want to skip the queue, feel free. No, none of these Zahira songs are out yet. These are all like demos. These are all things he's been sitting on. Smooth listening, something for the beach while we send messages in a bottle. Bro. It's very intentional. Like you have a style, you have like there's a thing there. Like there's an artist and an artistry in there that like is really hard to teach, I think. Like you just kind of know who you are. I don't know. In Sacramento, but I do travel. Bro. I gotta send you shit to some people that I know in LA, because there's some R&B people in LA that I just think will really fuck with your shit, like heavily. That one's ready to go, says Nels. Alright, Isaiah Houston, Wingspan, let us know what you think in the chat. We'll do our last paid skip after this. Alright, we got 2 more paid skips after this. And then we'll get into free skips unless anybody joins the skip queue. It's up to you guys though. I'm the one, I'm not the two, and I ain't leaving them too. Walking the spotlight, who are you? They say that little nigga blue. Alright, vocals need to come up in this mix. Sub needs to come down in this mix, just a touch. Energy on the delivery is good. A little bit too much reverb delay on the vocal for my taste, personally. But this really reminds me of some like 2018, 2017, like New York shit, some ASAP shit. Like, do you write for other people, Zahira? Like, is that something you're interested in? Is just like writing songs for other artists or with other artists? I'm gonna save this. My big issue with this one is that the sub is kind of the predominant sound you hear, and I do wish that I was getting a little bit more from this vocal. But this is absolutely something I'd listen to. Isaiah Houston, ISAIAHHOUSTN. It's good energy on this. It's good energy on this. I do kind of wish there was some more ad-libs on it as well, potentially. Just because, again, it's like, how about 3 skips now? If you want to, that's up to you. I'm not pressed at all. Hey, man, that's your money. Okay? If you feel like comfortable to do that and you can do that, who am I to complain? Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine also. Either way is fine. Who am I to complain about that? I would never complain about that. Do what you want to do, man. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Chorus Arena up next. That was a good one from Isaiah Houston. I enjoyed that. All right, let's check it out. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Let us know what you think in the chat. Chorus Arena, man, always comes with some really cool house vibes. It's always a mixture of like French house, deep house, techno. Like it's really good sound choices and really good sound design. That's always been the thing that stood out to me about Chorus Arena specifically. Let us know what you think in the chat. This bass line is full. It is full. Chorus Arena 3000 on Instagram. Oh, that vocal rounds this out, man. I feel like 9 out of 10 times we don't get a vocal sample, and that's probably been my feedback for you, like more often than not, is like, this is really good, but a vocal will really round this out and just complete it. This is that. Sad Ghoul, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. That's very much appreciated. Davey says this reminds me of some night tapes type stuff. This is fire. I agree, man. I really like Core Stream's production. I've always felt this way. I've always said this on stream. It reminds me a lot of the stuff that I listened to when I was younger. Specifically, like stuff that's kind of in like the Justice kind of world and in like the Daft Punk kind of world. Like, it's that French house influence. You know what I mean? So it's stuff that I would have heard on CDs and on the TV, on the radio a lot. I like this, man. I like this. The vocal sample really does complete this, though. Avia says it sounds like it was made by someone who listens to music. I would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Corserine listens to music, man. Corserine, you listen to music? My gut says yes. Again, Corserine 3000. The sax solo is also a really nice touch, honestly. It's tastefully done. There's the right amount. Jiro says yes, I can't stay. I listen to music. Bro, I can't. If there was a musician out here who's just not listening to any music at all, I would be shocked. That would be the most incredible story of all time. Like, you don't listen to music and you make music. How did you even get into making music in the first place? Death metal, clowncore mostly. That's great. That can't. You must be trolling. That can't be accurate. Milksy doesn't listen to music, says Taraj. I don't believe that. There's no, like, at all. He goes outside. If he goes to the mall, he listens to music. If he goes to the grocery store, he listens to music. If he goes to literally any Urban Outfitters or H&M or anything like that, he listens to music. Or even the deaf musicians. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he listens to music. He might not actively seek it out and listen to it, but he listens to it. Deaf musicians, bro. He has features, so he listens to something. That's what I'm saying. He has features. He listens to fucking music, bro. Yeah, but even deaf musicians, I mean, like, look, like, if you've never seen the movie, what's the movie with Riz Ahmed in it? He plays like a deaf musician. It's like The Sound, Riz Ahmed, deaf musician movie. Sound of Metal is about a drummer who loses their hearing, and then I think he learns how to like hear music in a different way. There's also It's All Gone Pete Tong, which is a comedy movie, but it is about a DJ who loses his hearing, and then he fucking like learns how to like feel the vibrations of music so he can still DJ. It's like actually a really sick movie, but it's literally about like this electronic music DJ who like fucking loses his thing. Is it certain that my song would be played, or is there a time limit to the stream? There is a time limit to the stream. We've got about 40 minutes left. It's not a guarantee we'll get to your song. And I only say that because I don't know how many paid skips will come in between now and the end of the stream. So if we don't get a bunch of paid skips, what we're going to do is a whole free skip section as soon as we get through the next 3 songs. And what that will be is anyone who's in the chat, if you are here, if you're taking part, you send your music in, boom. I'll bump it to the queue. We'll listen to the songs. If you're not here and you're not paying attention and you don't tell me, then I'm not going to know to bump you up. So that's the only reason why I would say I don't want to guarantee it. But I will do my best to get to as many free songs as possible in our free skip section. I do love doing that part. That is always fun. So yeah, I don't want to guarantee it, but we will try our best to get to your song, especially if you're here hanging out with us in the chat, because it is very much appreciated. Musicians, does that sound right? Deaf musicians, does that look right? Also fair, yeah. Like, I mean, if you can read the waveform and all that type of shit too, like, there's still ways that you can interact with and make music. Function, Zahira. This is our last Zahira one for right now, featuring Yum's Awkward. So if you've liked the other Zahira songs we've listened to tonight, and we've had quite a few, you guys are lucky. We've had 4. Tyler, what's up? Then check this one out. Let us know what you think in the chat. If you're with us on TikTok, you want to come hang out on Twitch, we got about like 40 minutes left, 30 minutes left. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. It's just KayvanMD on both. The sound and everything is better there. I'm looking like a buster with it, I move. I made that shit do. Oh, we got a little John T vibe on this one, bro. Stop. And it's too crowded up in my section for me to get out. But it's fun, she's too loud for me to sit down. It's too high for up in this section, and we only getting louder, louder. So
certified slapper. This face on, gotta make your shit matter. Been feeling my
I was trying to tell somebody the other day that Sacramento's got a really good music scene, and they did not believe me. It was somebody that was at my work, and I was like, nah, bro, like you gotta trust me. Like Sacramento's got a crazy R&B scene.
Ask the DJ to turn this up, and the club go stupid. They going stupid. I'm looking like a buster with it. I move. I made that shit do what it do. Yeah. It's finna be a typhoon the way we grew. We made that shit do what it do. Said it's too ready to be my section for me to get out. But it's once you're too line for me to sit.
Death Grips are from Sacramento. Also true. Great hip hop scene, great jazz scene in Sacramento.
I said we outside. Where we go to next? If he's silly, Papa Willie on my BMX.
Oh, I love this one.
Take me, baby, on her DMX, barking, hanging out the window, got you real perplexed.
This might be one of my favorite ones so far, bro. Period.
I treat her legs like my last. I can make it
This is a completely different vibe for Zahira. Sacktown Baby says Mabel, or maybe. I like this a lot. This is something that I need in my library right now.
Section for me to get out, but it's once you're too line for me to sit. Said it's too high for up in this section. We only get allowed. All
right, this one feels hella good, bro. This is by far the most polished song I've heard from you. Everything is good. This feels like the most commercial radio song that we've heard across the board in every way, shape, and form. This is something that, like, I mean, right now you could probably pitch this shit to Don Toliver, and I feel like he might take it. You know what I mean? Like, it absolutely feels like it's got a little Don Toliver in the melody, in the chorus, just in the way it's written. I really fuck with that a lot. That was definitely one of my favorites. There's one of the artists that I really want to try and connect you with is Reggie Becton, because I just think that you and Reggie would really get along, and I know he's working on the next project right now. So I feel like that's somebody, like, you guys probably will make something crazy together. The Lover Boy Drew on Instagram. Just remind me, bro. Like, remind me. I've been talking to his manager a little bit. Just, we kind of caught up at South by, and so that's why I know this about him. But I do feel like you and him would probably make something really crazy together. If you guys don't know Reggie Becton either, like, come on. Reggie as in, no. Reggie Becton. I'm trying to think of what song. Here, I'll just play something from him really quickly so you can hear it. He's sick, bro. I've been a big fan of this artist for a while. He's from Philly, lives in LA now. Colada, that's totally fair. Do you think? It's 2:30 a.m. What do you got to be in Europe, right? But thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sending music.
All shook up, all in love. All because
this is Reggie Becton.
We almost was. Held it down, now I'm crushed.
This is from his album California. But his last project had D Smoke and Tierra Thomas on it. This was his last project too. The Last Great American Summer. Super good artist, like very, very talented artist, right? I just feel like there's just like a part of me here that feels like you guys musically were just really clicked. So he's definitely one person that I have in mind. There's a couple people I want to like reach out to and send you shit to though, because I just think in general, there's quite a few people that I know in LA who like, especially on the producer side as well, that I think will really just like what you do.
I know that we was far from committed, but ain't nobody business what we are can be written. Look, hey.
What else? You guys want me to show you some more music? Shit, like we're here right now. I'll finish your skips in a second, but just as a quick plug for myself, I just updated this song updated this playlist called the Discover Monthly Playlist. I update this every single month. 3 weeks, 4 weeks of listening to Discover Weekly on Spotify. I go through, I pick my favorites. It's never 100% accurate, so I spend a lot of time whittling it down into my favorites, but these are the top 5 songs that I had this month. There's a lot of great R&B in this playlist this month. But Rumari, Time. I'm gonna skip forward just so you can get into the vibe with me as well. So well produced. 19,000 monthly listens. This is not an artist who's huge by any means. This was a standout for me in this month's kind of run of playlisting. Love the production style. Love the vocal. This distortion on the sub right here is absolutely perfect. Dude, Kyle is fire. That was a new find for me as well. So that was Rumari Time. Then we got Lamb with Overkill. This one's really fun too. You know, this artist's only 21. I don't know what it really reminded me of, but it's just the vocal tone like really captured my attention. So I really like this one too. We have Ella Rosa, who's an artist that I've kind of been familiar with for a while. Great, like I think she's like an opera singer as well, like a trained opera singer. But this is like such a catchy song. In my head, did. From the UK originally, but now based in LA, which I also think is a really cool thing. We're gonna skip forward. We're gonna skip forward a little bit to this part. This part is it. This is it. This is the part right here. Yeah, that track is crazy, Drex. I agree. It's so good, bro. Shout out to whoever produced this one. They did a fucking amazing job. Alex Bone. Shout out to Alex Bone, bro. Crazy work. Crazy work. So we got that. We got Kanye. This is a new find for me as well. Out of West London. Only 4,600 monthly listeners, but I'm just quick plugging a playlist update that I did really quickly because there's some great songs in here as well. We got a little bit of time. We got a little bit extra time. Yeah, Kanye. This song called Intuition. Definitely a standout for me as well in this playlist. That's why it's in my top 5. But just real classic R&B pop sound, like something I would have listened to when I was a kid. It's a sound I love from the UK R&B scene in general. So this is definitely a good one. Your Words Cut Deep by Adeolisa or Adeolisa. This one's also really catchy. Another like kind of pop leaning song. Immediately kind of stuck in my head because of the chorus. Again, only 17,000 monthly listeners. All of these, I stand on my playlist, bro. Every song in this playlist is gonna have you being like, wait, I really fucking like this song. I take a lot of time on this playlist specifically. I take a lot of time curating it. It's so good. It's such a good chorus on this one. This feels like it should be in something if it's not already. This feels like it should be in a video game. It feels like it should be in a movie. Like, so really like that one. This Mizey song is great too. We got some bangers in this playlist. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I've got to catch up on the chat here. Oh fuck yeah, bro! That sounds super exciting to hear. Yeah, if you can't tell, very fun start to this playlist. This shit right here, man. Cali Sway, out of Toronto. I heard this and was immediately like, wait, I love this. Everything about it. Vocal inflection, vocal tone, delivery. It is so good. I have so much fun listening to my own playlist, guys. I can't even lie. Cali Sway, Boss. Amazing song. Amazing. We're going to get to this Kyle one, too. Yeah, bro, Nels. That one's such a good one. P-Dub Cooking's actually a violinist and producer. He plays violin. He makes beats. He's, like, really big on social doing violin stuff. But this, you can tell because the string arrangement in this song is absolutely perfect. And you can hear it in the background, so I'll shut up for a second. So good. The Kyle song, Departure. Beautiful work, man. I'm gonna skip down to the bottom a little bit, man. I'm gonna skip down to the bottom for a couple of these songs too. So the further you get, it gets a little bit more chill. It's not that it gets like worse songs. We got some really chill shit. Farther, August Charles, Zambian born, raised in Doncaster, South Yorkshire in the UK. I mean, come on. If you like soul, like classic soul music, this artist right here is absolutely somebody you need to be listening to. Beautiful work on this one. Let me go and let your eyes on me. Though I held and hope, I landed on my feet. Father, don't you let me go until that I'm free. All right. Maybe I will bring it to Apple Music as well. I've been meaning to for a while. It's just like I'm just lazy. That's really all it is. I got to do that thing where you can just transfer your playlists over. Because I do want, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like the curation of this playlist a lot. Then this Bren Joy song. It's straight jazz. This shit blew me away, man. Bren Joy's amazing.
Fields full of weed as we went so our way through.
I mean, come on. We are getting sidetracked. We got a little sidetracked. Wait, last one, and then we'll get back. Last one, and I swear we will get back. Yeah, you can. This is it. Shuka the Destroyer. Last one I'm gonna share from this playlist. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Hey, bro. You're at my crib right now. I get distracted. I got ADHD. It is what it is. Shuka the Destroyer is exceptional. If you're not listening, you crazy. I don't come to your house and tell you how to act in your house, bro. We're still gonna get through all these songs, don't worry. I don't come to your house and tell you how to act, though. Come on. Yeah, you guys are in my house right now. Highlight, work in progress, Avia up next. Mostly composition is work in progress. I'm adding more sections at the moment. Spotify links are allowed, yeah. We listen to everything. Honestly, it's easier for me to pull up that because that's why I do most of my playlisting, so send it to me over there as well, okay? All right, Avia, highlight, work in progress. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh. Crazy sound design off rip. Oh. Okay, I like this. I see where you're trying to get me to listen to it. I understand. I'm excited for the April drops too. The Kalani drop's gonna be amazing. Oh, this is really cool, man. What is the vocal sample, just out of curiosity? Interesting rhythmic change right there. Yeah, W. Bracken's vocals. I like the glitchy vocal effect here. The chops on them are really nice. Vocals of 5G by Brackens. Okay, there you go. And Domino by Jesse J. Really, really interesting chops on the vocal. I think you did a really good job with the sound design. The movement was really nice. There's not really much feedback I have on it. Maybe the only thing is kind of that rhythmic shift that happens right here. I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. This at the 48-second mark, that shift in rhythm is maybe a little bit jarring. I'm not mad at you changing it from 4/4 all the way through, though. I do like it. I think it's maybe just easing us into that transition just a touch more, having something that feels a little bit more like a transition, so it's not as abrupt. That's maybe the only note that I have, but it's not necessarily something that like I'm like if I was managing, I wouldn't die on that hill. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, yo, oh my God, you can't put this out if you don't make that transition feel a little bit smoother. It's just something I would point out and be like, hey, it's something to think about. Maybe that helps. But really fun, really great sound design, really great sample chops. Overall, that's a big plus for me. I would playlist it, especially if it was on Spotify and, or in any of the places where I playlist things. But definitely something I would listen to. Definitely something that I would enjoy listening to. And also something that I feel like, this is super niche, but like I love Borderlands, like the game Borderlands. That feels like something that I would love to listen to while I was playing Borderlands, specifically because of the chaotic nature of the game and just like how it feels to be in it. So for me, that's what it reminds me of. That's the kind of energy it brings. I like that one a lot. Life Is featuring Natural Onyx by Slangwich up next. And then we'll have one from Bandcamp, man. Let's go. All right, Slangwich featuring Natural Onyx. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, this beat is nice. Oh, okay. Let us know what you think in the chat. Nice bounce to this. All right, we got one more paid skip after this, and we'll do free skips from the chat. So if you're around, make sure you put your artist name in the chat.
No ass cap, wasn't even buying trash bags. Get trashed with my crew, tell them slide through. We bring a 30 back. Should I buy a 30 pack? If you drink it too, you should buy it too.
I think delivery on this part needs a little bit of work, or it's the mix on this vocal that needs a little bit of work.
Keep your eyes glued. High view. We come from Dayton City. We invented the shit. We why you fly too.
Like for me, I think the rasp is good, but it's like, it's such a deep tone. It makes it hard to like have it really stand out, if that makes sense.
Stop the cap, we don't like being lied to. Try not to crash, it's a wide loop. Knock one back, I'm trying to put you in the right mood.
God, the bounce on this is nice though. Love the sung vocal on this. Babe Kira, what's up? How's it going? We're about to get into some free skips right now. If you got a submission that you put in the Nero form, let me know your artist name in the chat. Oh my God, what happened with the chat just though? Tourage MH, Davian, you guys are hilarious, bro. Haitian Peanut. Ty Slater, there it is. This rapper reminds me of somebody. I'm trying to think about who it is. You think it's DMX? A little bit. I think the mix on that lead vocal needs a little bit of work. That's probably the thing for me. It sounds like if Suge and Pac had a baby, says yours truly, Rex. That is so specific. DMX with Busta Cadence. It definitely feels like it's from that time period, which I think I do like about it. Yeah, I think a part of me just kind of wishes that the vocal was maybe a little bit louder, a little bit more in the forefront, just because it is such a deep vocal and such a raspy vocal. It almost sits too far in the back of the song when it's like I really wanted to kind of cut through on top of that production a little bit more. I really liked it overall. I think to me, it really is just that kind of like balance between the vocal mix and the production and just needing, especially on that deep vocal, needing it to be a little bit more in the forefront. Slangwich _official if you like that one. That's also on Bandcamp, so if you want to go check it out on Bandcamp and support, you can as well. Two Fly Sounds, what's up? We are in our free skip section right now, so if you are in the chat and you want to submit, just put it in the chat. We have our last paid skip right now coming up from Tourage, and then we will get into the songs of anybody who's in the chat and wants to get bumped up for free. Zanera, I have you in there. You are going to be next after this one. I know it's late for you, so I appreciate you. No, it's fair. Totally fair. I appreciate you sticking around. All right, Tourage, Sleeping Alone. I mean, oh, you got a song with Chuka. Thank you for sending this one. I think I know this song from you as well. I might have playlisted this one when it came out. Yeah, February 20th. I'm pretty sure I did when this came out. I'm gonna do it again because I really like this. And I fuck with Chuka too, he's fire. I'm actually just such a fan of Tourage's in general, bro. Like, I fuck with his music heavily. This is an artist who, like, every time they drop, I end up playlisting it, with kind of pretty much without fail.
At least you get
Taraj.mahal on Instagram.
deserting me healthier.
Such a good vocal tone, such good delivery style, great melody choices.
I can't say that you're wrong, but
Yeah, super clean. Great mixes on it too, bro. It's like Taraj always comes with like a really high quality, polished product, which I appreciate.
deserting me healthier when I'm gone.
There's so much I enjoy about it, you know?
I can't say that you're wrong, but I hate.
Like this is probably like you walk into my crib, like this is probably 9 out of 10 times the type of music I'm just listening to in the middle of the day.
I'm alone, I think about my mistakes. My daydreams start to come to life. I snap to memories about they own. Forgot to clear my phone, 'cause you're never coming home. There ain't never been enough, I'm alone.
It's such a vibe. Let us know what you think in the chat, but
Thinking that I lost my heart,
get a big wow from me, bro.
If I drown in a train, it's a strong one. I lash out at the world and wake up all alone.
Deserting me healthier when I'm gone.
And the transition between the vocalists is also, it's just so smooth. Like, to me, a great collaboration is a song where it feels natural, it feels authentic. The chemistry between the artists is like palpable and noticeable, you know what I mean, in the sound. And like, for me, the back and forth between you guys is so perfect. It feels like such a natural fit for two artists to work together.
I hate sleeping alone.
I hate sleeping alone. It's really a great song. 242, easy listen. Great runtime, great production, great vocals, great writing. I'm a big fan. Taraj hits every time. Chuka, I think I'm becoming a big fan of Chuka's as well, to be completely honest with you. Like, that's another artist that his songs have just been hitting for me. All right, Zenair up next. This is Antidote. We're getting into our free skips right now. Inspired by country pop? Post Malone and Kid Laroi type song. Antidote. Let us know what you think in the chat. Chuka's so good. Bro, I'm excited to hear more from Chuka too. Like, I think like there's been a couple songs that have popped up on me recently that I really liked. Obviously the one that I put in the Discover Monthly playlist too, but I'm definitely like becoming a big fan. Okay, Zenair. Let's check this one out, man. Where are you from, Zenair? I don't doubt it for a second. I hear the Post Malone influence in the vibrato on the vocal, because that's a very Post Malone sound. Okay. Femi, bro. Today is one of the rare Friday stream days. I'm gonna do Monday next week, but probably not Thursday because I'll be at Coachella next week. If you are in the chat and you are trying to submit, just make sure you do it via Nero first. We're doing free skips right now, so if you do want to let me know your artist name, I'll put you in the queue. We have about like 5 songs to get through, but if you submit and you let me know your name, we'll try and get to you, okay?
Drinks on the table, passing by. I fucked up, but I didn't even realize.
I think there's maybe aspects about the writing that I could could improve about this one a little bit, right? Like it's the storytelling aspect of the song. I feel like that's a big part of the nature of country music and all of this country pop stuff. 2-5, I got you. I saw it in there. I think the melodies are good. For me, it's maybe more the arrangement and the production where I would give notes. And granted, this is not the type of music that I listen to like on the day-to-day, so like it may be like for that reason. That's probably the first reason why I don't know that I would necessarily playlist or it wouldn't like kind of bring me back. It's just not what I'm listening to mostly. I do think that from a technical standpoint, I think the vocals could come up a little bit more and be kind of the star and the focus of the listener a little bit more than they are at the moment. There's nothing objectively wrong with it. Two-Fly says I can 100% see these vocals being a slapper on a different beat. I think the production is maybe the biggest thing for me. It's like I kind of wish that there was like a little bit more variation in the actual instrumentation and what happens in the instrumentation. Like, to me, that's where it feels a little flat. You know what I mean? And it is a little bit loopier. Like, it's obviously a guitar loop that's kind of there, and then the drums are kind of... So, like, a little bit more variation in the arrangement, a little bit more of a build into some of these moments might be a good thing. It might just kind of add a little bit more spice to the arrangement of the song. That's probably what it is for me more than anything else. The vocal performance is pretty solid. They could be louder, but the performance itself is actually pretty solid. There's aspects of the songwriting that I think could be a little bit stronger in that, like, I don't know that I'm connecting to the story of the song as much as I would maybe want from this. And especially around the chorus, which, like, you really want it to be, like, a thing that, like, sticks in people's head, right? So I think it's a good start. I think there's things that you are doing really well, but I think there's things to work on. Production is one of them, but I think your vocal performance is the standout for me about that song. You know what I'm saying? All right, Ivory, who is Jordan, up next? And you're very welcome. Seriously, like, feel free to ask whatever questions you want. Like, that's literally what I do this for. So let's see if this loads. Everything's being a little sketchy right now with the loading. Untitled. Why are you playing me like this, man? Don't play with me like this. Did you just upload this to Untitled, like, recently, bro? I have noticed that this is a thing with Untitled. If you send a link before it's, like, fully processed, it just won't play. This has happened more than I would like to admit that it's happened. On stream, but just with Untitled in general. Yeah, Sammy. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't fucking do it. Send me another one. I'll pull it back up in a second, all right? We're going to keep moving, though. Davey MH, song I dropped back in January. I'm pretty sure I playlisted this one because it popped up on my release radar as well. But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and drag this one into. Davey is someone else who, like, really stands out to me, like, a lot when I listen to them. Him and Taraj, like, there's definitely, like, a couple R&B specific artists in this community that just, like, every time I hear the shit, I'm like, oh my God, bro. Femi, I got you in the queue as well, my dude. I'm ready to get up tomorrow and watch some Arsenal. Watch Arsenal win, bro. None of this fucking half step and shit. We need a big win tomorrow. DXVI_MH. Davey MH, man. Taraj mix this. You know, bro, I gotta applaud Taraj on the mixes, man. He's got a great ear for mixing R&B. Like, it feels exactly the way that it should feel and that I want it to feel personally as a listener. Like, the focus is on the vocal, you know what I mean? But that bass line feels full. We're still getting the keys. Like, everything's in the spaces that it needs to be. Hey, bro, that's next level, though. You know what I mean? It's like, at, like, the base level of mixing, you are doing an incredible job. The automation stuff is where it starts to get more creative. That's, to me, what separates a good engineer from a great engineer. But that's also what separates somebody who is an engineer full-time from somebody who maybe isn't doing that as much, right? Like, that's like the shit that I think takes you to the next level. But you're doing an amazing job, period. R&B is in a really good place right now. It always pissed me off when people would be like, R&B is dead. It's not. It's just people don't want to do the fucking work to look for it and find the good shit. But it has had a real amazing resurgence recently. I mean, this is an immediate save for me. I will listen to this multiple times. The vocal layers sound so good too. Like, it's the blend of the layers. But me, like, more often than not, if I'm listening to R&B from a more emerging artist, where things start to get messy is between those layers, right? I think what you guys are doing really well, and Taraj, for you as an engineer, what you're doing exceptionally well is the blend of vocal layers where everything fits together and it feels like you get lost in the arrangement more so than individual pieces of it really sticking out and catching the ear, right? The lead stands out, but all that background vocal blends together so well that it's just seamless. It comes in and out, never jarring, but it fills up your ears in such a nice way, man. Great work. Good shit, man. Again, DXVI_MH on Instagram. If you're rocking with that, make sure you go follow. Make sure you go listen to the music as well. Honestly, like, this dude's got so much great music out on streaming already. It's really like, he's one of those artists. Like him, Elijah's another one that comes to mind. Taraj is another one that comes to mind. It's like every time they drop, I'm gonna playlist it because I like the songs and I love to listen to them. I love the way they feel and the way they sound. Great work, man. You guys are really doing an incredible job. All right, let's get Jordan back in there, man. Ivory V2, let's see if this one plays. Hey, here we go. Here we go, man. It worked. You'd love to see it. Who is Jordan? Ivory, let us know what you think in the chat. Love the beat choice already. Solid beat choice. Is this vocal you or is this part of the beat?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you're very welcome. Seriously.
Me and Malcolm in the stew. It's like 7:52. Can't turn it off, man.
Are you from Baltimore, bro?
Remember the first time I felt it like a can of Guinness. Now I'm concerned about my buzz and up in all the digits. I had to hibernate some things I couldn't bear to witness.
Great delivery. I mean, this sound of hip hop, bro, is like, I love this. I've always loved this shit. Who is Jordan on Instagram? You are. I heard it in the 2, bro. That's the first time I've heard your speaking voice. I heard it immediately. I was like, that's Baltimore for sure.
I'm talking Tay, I'm talking Taj, TJ, and West. Like
I know when I hear it. It reminds me of home, though. It sounds like England.
Maybe throw a fest. But the way the game set up, we ain't getting checks. And the way the city set up, where you renting next.
I heard it, bro.
Ironic, even rap ain't really found it yet. And that's about as real as it gets. And if you ain't feel the feeling, you ain't feeling us yet.
What's crazy is that accent doesn't come out in the rapping as much. It's just when you're speaking.
Okay, I got it. I be working 9 to 5 at night, I gotta grind it. I be trying to find a sign to keep me going harder.
There's so many times I'll mix up Baltimore with British because there's a lot of crossover in the ooze, bro.
Yeah, I'm on a roll, I gotta bounce and now I'm skating. And you know that that's top 3 and don't debate it. And we know
this is great.
For all the homies that's playing a bill or signing a deal or playing the field or playing some fields or working the nights.
This needs a visual for sure to like push it over the edge, but it's absolutely something that I would listen to. It's absolutely something I would playlist like this. Yeah, True Blue 2. Yeah, it is.
We build a boat and stay afloat with no gills. Breathe. I'm talking to the ones that say it loud. It seems we gotta eat.
Driftstone, what's up?
Streams. We gotta sleep.
I love it, bro. It's all feeling very cohesive too as a project. Ty, I got you in the queue as well.
Only one life. Breathe. You gotta be only one life.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm also gonna open up submissions for Monday's stream. There's one thing I gotta change about the submission form. But while we do this, let's set up a new one for Monday. I really like this. This is like a very easy listen for me. It sounds like a lot of stuff I like to listen to. It reminds me of a lot of standout tracks from like artists I really love too, because it's like you get really intimate on these songs. Like I love like a real intimate like hip hop song where we get to know the artist. You've heard me say this before, but like it is something that I really appreciate. Like the vulnerability in a song like this is something that always kind of gets my attention.
Not about a chance, another chance to take it farther. I can never feel what isn't real, it ain't a bother. And I tend to hop onto a mic and levitate it. Yeah, I'm on a roll, I gotta bounce and now I'm skating. And you know that that's the top 3 and don't debate it. And we know that that's the top 3, it's no debating. Let me hear that.
Okay, cool. We're gonna add the. Oh god damn it! Just do the whole fucking thing, man. Music feedback. Free to submit. You can Driftstone. We are towards the end of the stream, so we are in our free skip section right now. If you want to, I'm back on Monday from 6 to 8. If you want to submit for that, that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm actually trying to set up the submissions for Monday's stream. Would you be down to come on stream live? Yes, no, make this a required question. And then we're going to schedule this for Monday at 6 p.m. Sorry, I have to do this right now because I want to open up submissions for Monday's stream, but there was something that I wanted to add to the submission form. No, it's up to you. You can still submit if you want to. We're still going through free skips right now. It's just I always tell people that at the end of the stream because it's just like generally... One, this is not a normal stream day. So we usually do Mondays and Thursdays from 6 to 8. So like the audience has been a little bit different than it usually is, purely off of the strength of it being like an off day. Who was Jordan on that last song, by the way? Make sure you go follow if you were rocking with it. And then always in the free skip section, because it is a little bit more rapid fire, people are kind of in and out. So it's like maybe like a little bit less like feedback from other people. So like usually when people come in right at the end, I'm like, you can wait if you want, but it's up to you. Once we get past the 2-hour mark, sometimes it's like people start to drop off. Ty Slater, December 31st freestyle, whereas at the top of the stream, at the next stream, is usually when people are the most attentive. So like that's the only reason I always tell people at the end. It's totally up to you. I'm cool to do whatever you want. Like either way is fine. December 31st freestyle, Ty Slater, another one of these introspective beats. I love it already. I love an introspective beat, man. It'll really get me in my feelings, especially on an introspective day where I'm feeling a lot of shit. Ty Slater __ on Instagram.
And I always been too forgiving.
Here you go.
Celebrating our demise like it's a happy ending. Posting on the gram for all the likes, you still don't get the picture.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
The shit you saying, but I feel the liquor. All the Hennessy and purple trees, I'm going numb. I'm trying to send a text because I know we done.
I do really like this.
Maybe one day we could have a son. If you wasn't so damn selfish, she'd be turning one.
This is like a really hard thing for me to describe. There's something in the delivery.
Lately I just love the booth. Lately I've been trying to let it go and I've been
where like you deliver certain words a little bit more aggressively and more full than others in the line, right?
Try to show you what it was, but you couldn't see.
So it's like you start off soft, and then there's like a little bit more of an emphasis as you get further through the line. And it's not a huge deal, but I do think a little bit more consistency in the delivery from start of line to end of line will help things feel a little bit more full overall. That's the only thing that I really notice, and it's such a small, tiny detail, but I hear it in almost every line where it feels like you come in a little hesitant at the start of the line, but by the end of the line, you're really fully feeling it. And that's like the only thing that I could say that I hear in this, where it's like, all right, like I do feel like if you could keep that same kind of confidence and conviction from the start of the line all the way through, it would make it feel, I think, a little bit more full, or a little bit more just like, yo, like this is what the fuck I'm saying. And that's, again, like it's not enough to stop me from playlisting this. I'm gonna put the song in the playlist. It's definitely something that I'm also gonna put in the new music of this playlist as well. But if there's anything that I could say, it is that is the thing that I hear from your delivery that feels like it catches me while I'm listening to it, is just that it feels like you come in a little softer at the start of the line, and then by the end of the line, it's a little bit more emphasis, a little bit more conviction in the delivery. And it does cause a little bit of a volume difference as well, and that's maybe the reason that it catches my ear, is that it feels like a little quieter at the beginning of the line. It feels a little louder by the end of the line, because it feels like you're really getting that shit out. And I think just a little bit more consistency in that delivery would be a good thing. That's it. That's all. Outside of that, I actually really enjoyed that one. I think it's a really, really good beat choice. Well written, good delivery. It's, yeah, like fucking Two Fly Sounds like I need to collab with this and the last guy. I actually think the back-to-back of you, of Jordan and Ty back-to-back was like a really interesting one. You guys should collaborate with each other as well, because I do feel like your voices would kind of mesh well. Silo 7, Forever Never Fades up next. Soundtrack to your next breakup. Let us know what you think in the chat. We are getting close to the end of the stream. We'll probably hit a raid before we get done. We got like 3 more songs left. And then, like I said, we're back on Monday. Join the Discord too. We got a free Q&A next week with one of the product managers from 2 Lost, but also somebody who worked at Maverick, and Georgia Co. with Nick Georgia, who was like a really legendary music manager. So
My daddy told me love's a losing game.
All right, I will say, not necessarily something I'm listening to every day, but I know that there's like a huge market for this type of music and a lot of people who love it. So like commercially, this is a great sound. Silo7 on Instagram. I think I already follow you because I've liked what I've heard before. I'm trying to think. Sun Kiss was the other song I really liked. And this is actually the type of thing that I feel like I would see or hear in like a TV show or a film as well.
I was mesmerized, I was hypnotized, now I'm terrified.
No, I like this. This is like, it just feels good. It's like happy and somber at the same time. It's really interesting, actually, the contrast between like the happiness and maybe the instrumentation, or the hopefulness in the instrumentation, and then kind of like the more melancholy vibe to the vocal delivery. Glass breaking is a really nice touch. Just again with those details, those sounds. Like I'm never upset about having something that feels a little like really like visceral within a song as well. You know. Why is my chat doing this with the YouTube chat, where it just dumps in like a shitload of YouTube chat? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check out this this other OBS platform they were talking about earlier. Meld. I have to Google this, man. Meld Studio, it's gotta be there. Yeah, Meld Studio. I'm gonna have to check this out. This looks really good. Ooh, beautiful. All right, great job. Forever Never Fades. I really don't have too much feedback. Like, I think for me, that was one that just like felt really good, and I put it in the playlist because I liked it. Plus, Tristan and Tyreek, new song from Plus. Tristan and Tyreek released today. I like these guys, man. This is like a long time. These guys are long time stream community members, and they used to be two separate artists, and then they kind of like did this joint project. I've really enjoyed everything I've heard from it.
I do not care what you say, I'ma still come through and talk my shit. Nigga, I gotta get paid every time I get up and walk like this.
I already know I'm gonna play this one. The horns, anything with the horns. If you send me a rap song with horns in it, the odds of me playlisting it are pretty high.
I'm doing drill after drill. I'm making deal after deal. I gotta get me a meal.
We're gonna end on some pretty high energy here, man. Oh, Lavelle. Out of nowhere. Out of left field. Lavelle, what's up, bro?
Don't give a damn about your cosign. I done got here on my own time.
When this shit came in,
I'ma be here for a long time. Plus, it's just us. We run this bitch. The fuck you thought? We got no love for you.
I do wish there was maybe a little bit more on the ad-lib vocal layer side of things. But this is a real easy listen for me.
When my dogs bite fit, I might take that risk. I might take your bitch. Nigga, I'm built for the smoke. Let's find out who wanted the most. I went in the house in the low, so I'm chilling with Kenny and Cole. They say it's the loneliest road, but this is the path that I chose.
See, these background vocals need to come up a little bit. That's maybe my only real I don't play about ad-libs in open space, seriously. Because, like, there's just something about it, right? The horns take up a certain space. Like, I think what it comes down is frequencies, right? There's certain frequencies that just feel empty in this song and in this beat, right? And it's, like, the hi-hat sits in a specific place. The horns maybe feel like they're a little too far back, and I actually think if the horns came up a little bit, it might actually fill up the space that I feel like I'm hearing. But because it's like one vocal track, there's some doubles here and there that may be a little quiet, you don't really feel them enough. I don't play by ad-libs in open space though. The more I listen to music and the more I really critically listen to music, the more I realize that empty space feels empty, and it leaves people feeling like they need something else in the song, right?
New year, new wrist. Yeah, we heard your new shit, don't sound nothing like this. I've been working since day one, I'm a first round draft pick. When my dogs bite fit, I might take.
And like this mix leans, I think, a little bit more heavily on the bass line as well than the horns. And part of me wishes that the horns were actually a more predominant sound in this production than the bass. Like the way this is mixed is like, is there ever a time where you think it works or builds suspense? Yes, but I think that it only does that when the entire track is simple and stripped back already. So like even then I would say you know, if you're doing a song and it's like an acoustic song and it's you and like one guitar track, at first it's going to be fine if it's just you and the guitar. But as the song builds and grows and progresses, there needs to be additional things that kind of fill up some of that space as well. I just think, like, to me, like, a song feels complete when the space is filled in a way that doesn't feel overcomplicated, but still doesn't leave you being like, something's missing here. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes, or maybe most times when I listen to music and it is just like one vocal track or like very, very like not complicated or doesn't build, like, that's probably when I'd be like, all right, this feels empty. Like, it feels like something is missing. But also, this is just my ear. This is my gut saying this. There's no real like science to any of this, right? All right, Lavelle, bro. LOVXLL. I like this artist a lot too. He's really a great rapper. Great writing on this already.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they say or do. I was formed in the womb, born in darkness. The sunlight would stay away from view. All I knew was the climb with the elders and my peers in unison, calling for me to rise. Who would I be to
it's a feeling more than a format. I agree.
Son of a nun and the bishop, my arrival was prophesied. The product of
see, like this one, right? It's not. It's a very like understated production style, where the vocal is the focus, and that there is really only one main vocal track outside of that vocal sample happening in the back. But there is something about this vocal delivery that really carries the weight of the song and makes it feel complete. I don't even know exactly what that feeling is, but it's not that there's a ton of vocal tracks on this one. You know what I'm saying? Scar, if you want to submit, I actually closed submissions for today's stream, but we're back on Monday from 6 to 8. So if you do want to submit for Monday's stream, you can. All you got to do is go to Nero, this link in the chat, and submit there, okay? Yeah, this feels like, I don't know what it is, bro. This actually feels really full the way it is. I mean, there's doubles here. There's two vocals happening, right? And they're layered in a way that makes it feel a little bit more full, so. But I guess maybe the last one, it felt that way because the horns are such a big sound, but they were so tucked in the back. Yeah, this is a demo. This is not even a full mix on this one yet. But I will say, for some reason, there is something about this that feels a little bit more full than the last one, even though the last one had maybe more elements in the production that were all happening at once. Sonically, though, it feels like all the different frequencies here are being filled up in a really nice way. There's just a lot of balance to this, whereas I feel like maybe the mix on the last one needed a little bit more balance, and that's maybe what it was, more so than there not being enough in it. This feels very balanced already, even for something that's not necessarily mixed all the way through yet, right? I like this one. I like this one a lot. Lavelle, this is maybe one of my more favorite songs that I've heard from you so far as well. And I know historically I've probably had notes on the mix master more than anything, but I think song-wise, this is one that stands out to me and is definitely one that it's like, I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to listen to it again. It's going to go in the playlist. Like, it's that kind of a song for me. And there's a difference between a song on my playlist and then not necessarily come back to multiple times, and a song that I know I'm going to keep in my library, like, and make sure it's in my liked songs, so that when it comes back, I'm going to listen to it. That one feels like, to me, even in listening to it right now, maybe one of those songs where I'm going to come back to it a little bit more. Party, 2 Fly up next. Oh, bro, I'm remembering 2 Fly right now. I've really liked everything I've heard from 2 Fly so far. Notice Me and ID, 2 standouts. Immediate save. 2fly.sounds on Instagram. Like, I really fuck with this dude's music. It's just so good. It's so good to listen to. And it's not even less exciting though. It's like, it still feels good. I get what you're saying though, because ID and there's like a lot that happens in Notice Me and ID. But this is an objectively enjoyable song to listen to. I mean, it's your most streamed song for a reason, you know what I mean? The audience is telling you something from that. That doesn't mean you have to just make this type of shit, but if your audience and you listen to bass is telling you something, they're telling you for a reason, you know what I mean? It's probably less exciting to you, but it might be easier to digest for them. It's a good commercial sound.
Adidas, can the DJ put him on? Can the DJ put him on?
I enjoyed this. Again, I'm biased. I'm not gonna say that I'm not. I've heard your music before. I've liked it before. I don't think this is any different for me. I enjoyed this one too. I mean, look, that's 3 songs that I've heard from you and 3 songs that I've saved from you. So like, that does say something to me in general. Last one we got Femi, wishing you the best, and then I'm out of here for this week. But like I said, we're back on Monday. We're gonna do our regular Monday stream. But I'll fuck with Femi though. I say this a lot. We've been listening to Femi on stream for a while. CC Rafa, we are at the end of the stream today. If you want to submit for Monday stream, you can though. And then you are likely to get reviewed on Monday. There's 2 things I really appreciate about Femi. One, that his music has so much energy consistently. Femi79 on Instagram. 2, he does the content shit. And he does work hard. He pushes his music. He's everywhere. I run into him in those random places. 3, he's an Arsenal fan. What else could I want? What else could I want from an artist? Truthfully. We can talk about football, we can talk about music. What else is there, man? Oh, the guitar in this. Wait, that little guitar solo riff section was really nice. This one's actually a lot of fun, man. This isn't about a bald-headed woman. Hey, Freddie Gibbs? That was just a Freddie Gibbs thing. I like this a lot. I can't even pretend like I don't. I love this shit. It actually reminds me of Lil Keed and Lil Gatta a little bit. Rest in peace, Keed. But I really like the shit that they were making, honestly. Like, I went old school Future and Ye on this. Yeah, I hear the Future on it too. The guitar incorporation here is crazy, bro. This is gonna go crazy live. You gotta do a full band performance version of this just for content. Like when this comes out, you gotta get like a full like rock band, do a full rock band version of this song. Not like a hybrid thing, like a full like alternative version of the song that feels like this part. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, rest in peace, Keed, bro. I have a hilarious Lil Keed story from when I interviewed him. I mean, it's sad in retrospect, but in the moment, it was like a really hilarious moment. I did the Keed interview at jail. We did Verified. He came in. I did the interview, and he sat down. He looked me dead in the face. He was like, "Hey, bro, you want a perk?" And I was like in the middle of my work day. I was like, "Nah, bro, I don't want a perk right now." But he was off the perks in the interview as well. And he was just like mad. Like he's like a really funny, like kind guy. Like I had such a good time interviewing him. Rest in peace to Keed, for real, man. I had a couple of those in my time at Genius, like a couple artists that I interviewed, and then they just passed recently after we did it, and it was always a really sad thing. But yeah, literally like sat in the chair for Verified, was like, "Hey, bro, you want a perk?" And I was just like, "No, I appreciate the offer, but it's the middle of my work day. I'm gonna have to be here for another 6 hours, so definitely not today." Definitely not today. So yeah, that's my little Keed story, man. But he was a really sweet kid. Same thing with Gotta. He was actually mad funny as well. Anyway, that's that. The closing of a chapter. An amazing stream today. I had a great time. We're back on Monday, 6 to 8. Hopefully, unless work is crazy. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what my stream schedule looks like too, just based on what my new job looks like. But we'll be here, man. We're gonna figure it out. Keep your eyes open for announcements on schedule and streams. Next Thursday, I'm not gonna be around, so just keep that in mind as well. Like I said, we'll be in the Discord on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Q&A with Janelle Henry from Two Lost. It's gonna be a great chance for you guys to ask what a product manager does what they do, how they work with artists, how they can help you in your rollouts as well. So make sure you get back in. Rex, whenever you've got time, bro. We're going to be back on Monday, hopefully, from 6 to 8. But I'll let you guys know just once I figure out what Monday looks like. All right. Peace. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Go stream Nicole Hahn. There is magic in this room. That EP just dropped today as well. And make sure you put your new releases in the release calendar. But until then, I'll see you soon.
This how it sound when you pilots, I'm cooking up knowledge. You can't get this shit from a book. This how it sound when it come from the heart. This is the flow that got y'all niggas shook. Hitting your soul when I'm painting the art. Speak what I know, yeah, that's all that it took. All for the team, yeah, I'm playing my part. Niggas playing it wrong, some cost you a book. I don't care how it look, I just know my intention is set on the vision. So how could I miss it? Stay to myself, yeah, I'm minding my business. Don't get too low or too high, but I'm winning. I've been on go, yeah, I'm eyeing the finish. She want my dough, got an eye on my digits. I got too much on my plate just to give you my time. Shot it, I told you I'm on the mission. Had to take some losses, I don't blame nobody. I accepted that was all me. I just want the profit, I ain't had no option, but the grind I had a long way. Found the groove and now I got the motion. I've been cooking up, you can smell it roasting now. I guess it's why they wanna bite. Never acting, this my life. Look, all I want is dollars, I don't want the problems. All I wanted was to make it. I took a problem, turn them into dollars. All I needed was some patience. All I want is dollars, I don't want the problems. All I wanted was to make it. I said a problem, turn them into dollars. All I needed was some patience. All I want is dollars, I don't want the problems. All I wanted was to make it. I took a problem, turn them into dollars. All I needed was some patience. All I want is dollars, I don't want the problems. All I wanted was to make it. I said a problem, turn them into dollars. All I needed was some patience.
For real, niggas got big tests. Hey, you gotta get 5 years in a row. In a row, though. And then they feel like it's just the rest of it.
Lime abstract, I mix it then, triple my dosage. Moringa toothpaste, I brush them then, head to the posters. Never been a fan from fiction like nigga who wrote this, cause it get real in the field. Can't tell them you open, cause you're scoring. Niggas hate to see you feel important, but I go dumb on their ass like my name Norbert. And watch my mind orbit around what's vibrant like I'm closed sorting. Give me the biggest portion so I can slide and vibe to all my brothers. Smooth water, lake vibing, cruise with the booze. Only when I'm in the country. Got a lot that say they love me, will pop, shove it and show me no kickflip. Just chillin' with the biscuit, then drip the honey. Back of the lack seat, warmers comfy. She wanna bump me like excuse me, hop in the suite. With the lies niggas tell, I prevail and give them speeches. With the reasons of most, but actions of what they dream. Bring it to life, show my stripes. Thinking at night while I'm sleeping light. Pass pipe, keep the peace in. Normal just ain't normal when you surface with the wicked. So I ride the wave on my boat, flaming with new hope. Berry pie, keep a few though.
We can lay it down, probably kick it like judo. Like 1, 2 more, we gone off Pluto. Stacked up cake, whole way like sumo. We can wrestle all day, every day. I don't need a schedule. Right way, left way, you don't need to settle. Talk back all day, you don't need to rebel. She hotter than kettle, stove on forever. From the woman to the tomb, it's a smooth water river in the lake until I'm doomed. If I drown right now, I call the waves till the moon. It's a rap like a cocoon, butterfly about my tomb. Keep it real for me, you ain't real to me. She drip on the red bottles, be the tears for me. How I got these niggas shook, zero fears for me. Told you play about a book, you ain't paid to read, you know.
That's my shit. Yeah, that's my bitch. Yeah, she my shit. Man, I'm tired of these hoes. I know God feel. Applying pressure on them niggas and I'm God fearing. I don't fear none of them niggas being smacked. Plenty, I got raps in me. Still box them out. Jack Dempsey, I got plaques in me. Talking venues about to pack plenty. Been to failed the drug test, know that pack in me. I took my son to Chuck E. Cheese, but still not rap business. She's trying to find out where the dragon stay. I grabbed the tech and started tapping like it's Apple Pay. Get that boy your head tap, made his Apple Pay. These niggas do anything that a rapper say. I just sent the invoice like a library. I wake up like time trying to find Jerry. I stayed up sipping wine with a Holly Berry. She keep talking about marriages and 5 carats. Slow down, silly rabbit, for